Stop asking questions. Who am I? Stop asking questions. Who am I? 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 None of your business. None of your business. Stop asking questions. Who am I? None of your business. Stop asking questions. Who am I? 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 None of your business. None of your business. Stop asking. Who am I? None of your business. Who am I? Stop asking questions.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a fantastic, amazing night of Friday Night Fights. I'm one of your co-casters, Koroden, here tonight. Joining me, as always, is the professor, the doctor, Doctorfeesh. Doctor, how you doing today?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. I am super hyped for these matches.
And obviously, we have the OP extraordinaire, the opera himself, Saku. Saku, how you doing on this fantastic Friday?
Fantastic Friday with a snowstorm to beat the snowstorms that we had earlier this year so far.
Yeah, we're kind of getting slammed right now down over here in Nova Scotia. So hopefully everything holds up. I don't think it's gonna go too crazy, but we've got like about 10-15 centimeters has just dropped here in the past, I don't know, 6 hours or so. So
yeah,
we're gonna stay inside, get all nice, toasty, warmy, grab a drink, join the hearth for some Hearthstone tonight. So coming at you tonight, we've got 3 matches. So stay tuned, strap in, you're in for a long one. First up, we're going to have the Unknowns, Adair, versus Yashiraja's Clown College in Valeera. After that, we are going to have the Bad to the Bone for Aviously, and the boys is going to be FoSho. And then last but definitely not least, we have a hero match coming at you guys. I believe we're going to have BrushyTuna versus Follow Durden, or just Durden.
Heck yeah. That last one is Advanced Tactical Lackeys versus Dark Side of Cthulhu.
Yes, perfect. So we will be starting momentarily with Valeera, or FBM2, as you'll be seeing on the screen, and Adair. So, Feesh, why don't you give us a rundown of the list they brought and what you think about possible bands coming through?
Of course. So, I'll start with Valeera's decks. Valeera has brought what looks to be Aggro Weapon Rogue, which has made a resurgence with the new card Nitro Boost Poison. We have a Cyclone Mage, which has made its way back into the meta due to cards like Conjure Mana Biscuit and Imprisoned Phoenix, which are all brand new cards from the mini set. We have Broom Paladin adding the new card Libram of Judgment, or as is now known, Libram of Get 'em.
Libram Get 'em.
And we have Enrage Warrior with the ETC combo. And then Adair has brought the same classes, very similar decks. Besides Rogue, he has brought the Cyclone Mage. He has brought a Whirl Kick Rogue instead. So it's very, very similar to what we have seen in the past. In fact, it's pretty much what the standard deck there. We have a Broom Paladin also with a Silas Tech in there for the Warrior. However, it is not... it will work against the Rattlegores. I guess that's also always a good bring, except Valeera didn't bring Rattlegore himself, and Adair has also brought what looks to be maybe perhaps a more normal ETC warrior himself. I was initially thinking it was Enraged, but looking at it, it is just good old ETC control warrior.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely more of the control variant or just standard ETC build coming out from Adair. And like you said, there's some decks here we haven't seen in a while. Obviously, Rogue is like Nitro Boost Poison was one of the new sets. We just had the mini expansion come out just yesterday. So if you're not sure what that card is, basically it's a new corruption mechanic. It's a 1 mana, or it's a 1 mana cost. Give your minion 2 attack. Corrupt. Give your weapon 2 attack as well. So obviously it is very good for those self-sharpening swords when you're just smacking people in the faces.
Yes.
And who knew that giving mage free mana was good?
Yes. The good thing is that, I mean, they could have gone full Innervate and allowed you to add it. It is only restore 2 mana crystals. So if it gets
Right.
played and you have full mana, it does nothing. But these players know that, and so they're gonna be ready to go and sluming all sorts of things by, I don't know, turn 4,
Mhm.
turn 5, talking like giants coming out that early, which we saw prior. I would like to note that there is no Astromancer Solarian in these decks, which the old version of the deck ran it because of the 7 mana prime. However, this deck doesn't really need that. It's better to have that low mana curve. Runs double elemental allies with, I guess, due to the Imprisoned Phoenix and stuff, and Chenvalu. There are enough elementals in this deck. I'm interested as to why no Confection Cyclones. That card really helps elemental allies come really fast.
Yeah, it clogs your hand up quite a bit, right? Because you get those sugar
Yeah.
elementals in your hand. So this deck, you really just want to be playing things at the highest tempo, your highest value.
Right.
So when you can elemental allies turn 1 into those Violet Wing spell wings, and then you might be able to snap off. Like this is all about draw. I've seen this deck on turn 4 put a full board down and had 9 cards remaining in their deck. And that's turn 4. Being able to hit the Imprisoned Phoenix on a cram session is absolutely outrageous.
Bonkers,
You're drawing 2 mana, draw 3.
Yep.
Arcane Intellect, what? Like, that's outrageous.
This deck doesn't run AI anymore. This deck doesn't run Conjurer's Calling, although I personally am a fan of Conjurer's Calling. I know that it might also be a bit too slow for how this deck plays now, but
I think Jandis just gets you there without the Conjurers, especially with the new expansion. You've got some.
Is so good.
You've got some really.
Sorry,
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have double warrior ban, and the players are ready to rumble. So it's
holy.
All right, Saku, who are we looking at?
Adair is going to be the first to spectate, and on the bottom of your screen for our viewers, and then we have Valeera /FBM2 at the top. So I will get the players rocking and rolling, and
awesome.
Rock and roll McDonald's. So double warrior brand is pretty standard. I'm excited to see some of these mages. I want to see just mages pop off. I want to see the most amount of craziness. Evocation's going crazy. I want to start this Friday night off right. Just let's bring it.
Double mage. That'd be really, really interesting. I think Valeera will. want to see Valeera lead with the weapon rogue, though.
Yeah, you got to get that through fast. Paladin, and I mean, the thing about the World Kick Rogue is that it's really good at controlling boards like Zoo, because it can easily remove them with the the prize plunder or big turns or just backstabs and things like that. But with that weapon rogue, you're running so much stealth that you can't target them. So really, they're going to get in there and they're going to get their damage done.
Yeah, for sure.
So I really feel like that weapon rogue has a really strong chance coming out here right off the bat. Other than into the Paladin, because Paladin can heal, especially with the new Gidam Librum. It's you're just healing for monumental amounts, especially if you pair that with the Librum of Hope turn. It's awesome.
Watch your back.
Didn't fix the bug in the friends list.
No.
It's still hopping around like mad crazy. So
like crazy, flickering and so coming
eyeballs
out...
are there though.
Oh, I'm into it.
There. I have eyes on both players.
Yeah. So Adair is actually bringing out that World Kick Rogue standard build still, and you've got FBM2, which is Valeera, bringing out that Cyclone Mage.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, folks. 10 minutes ago, or 10 minutes from now, just wanted to throw a heads up there that we're going to be doing a little giveaway at the end of the stream for the Dark Moon Races mini sets. So you'll see a reminder, hopefully, if it works.
Stick around.
But you gotta be in chat and active, obviously. So before we
yeah, don't be silly, don't run away, stick around. So Adair has it's a low cost hand, but it doesn't really do a whole lot to this board. Now, obviously, with backstabs and brain freezes, this questing can get pumped up very quickly. But after that, looking kind of dead there. On FBM2's side, a lot to do.
Yeah.
Imprisoned Phoenix really could come down. Won't really see Shinvala just yet, but Imprisoned Phoenix coming down with that elemental allies, and possibly you could just fire that Shinvala off for the free draw off of elemental allies. Absolutely possible. So see what Adair does here. Kind of hovering over that questing.
Yeah.
Decides to go for it. Gonna have to use one of these backstabs, or just gonna prep out the brain freeze?
I kind of, I don't know. I mean, you can do either. It's just you want to make the biggest guy, so you're gonna have to go with the brain freeze play. It makes a 4/4.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no immediate threat of it dying, which is nice. So the questing will get to live and grow. However, there's no real good way to make it grow.
No, and that's exactly the fact, right? It's kind of just sitting there in the hand. Adair's really top decking at this point, unless FBM2 is going to play out a minion. And with that dormant Phoenix sitting in hand, that Imprisoned Phoenix, you can't target it with anything. It's a really good play by Adair. He knows what's in FBM2's deck, and he knows he hasn't generated anything randomly yet. So his questing is very safe on board. But what it's not good is he can't really pop off with it in those early turns.
All right, I like this. We're gonna get the elemental allies procced next turn with Shinvala.
Yeah, we could even go in on just on a mini cyclone turn as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah,
that would highly overdraw FBM2. So on the side of Adair, does pick up an Eviscerate. Same kind of stance. You don't really want to not combo Eviscerate. But at the same time,
there's nothing to do.
If you just see this questing hit face and nothing happen, I think that gives FBM2 a lot of information on what Adair has in hand.
Oh, he considered backstabbing his own minion?
That's very possible. You do get it up. You get an extra 5 or an extra 1 attack, but you're I guess you're healing for one
It's a
technically as
5/3.
well.
Becomes a
It
5/3.
makes, I guess, a frostbolt off of a random spell
Yeah,
gather.
but we're gonna do Aegis as well. Yeah. So
Okay,
it'll
you
go up
guys
to a
can-
6/4. Which means, yeah, a Frostbolt off of Magic Trick would
Interesting. Just
remove it with a ping.
yeah, Adair's just trying to put as much pressure as possible on the board. Oh, Violet Wing is a very good pickup as well.
Yeah, that,
Or
that
that
also
elemental
that also
allies.
triggers allies.
Yeah, but she's gonna go into Shinvala.
Nice. All right, good choice.
See what we get off of these. Another elemental allies.
He's just very likely to just play Magic Trick and Primordial Studies. Which
Yeah, I
trigger
would see those two
Shinvala.
come down. Ooh, Ray of Frost. Yeah.
Yeah, now that just triggers it even better. It gives that extra turn. The 5/5 is there.
Ooh, big
Passage is
pickup by
such a good
Adair.
pickup.
Yeah,
Such a good pickup.
we get that backstab out of hand first,
Yeah, definitely.
and
Get
then
that.
remember when this used to give you 5 cards?
Oh yeah.
Whirl kick
Good.
into Foxy into into second secret
Second
passage.
I like this. He's not going to use the other two. There's no real. He's
mean,
going to
if
try
you
and get the
go
most he
Whirl
can
Kick-
out of it.
Another questing. Wand Thief
Wand
is
Thief is
okay.
good.
Double Wand Thief is amazing. Into second
Foxy.
Foxy.
Okay, my spectate is bugging.
Yeah, I got a big Foxy
Big
on my
Foxy.
screen.
There
Oh,
we
here
go.
we go. All
There
right,
we go.
we're fixed.
I'm gonna guess it's because he was hovering it when it
Possibly. I think Arcane. I think you just want to play a card at this
Yeah.
rate.
came up. Yeah, you just throw missiles. You Foxy the second one, or you just play Wand Thief here.
More mana, I guess the more on board. It's a tough decision. This is just gonna pump.
Just took a lot of extra time.
Ooh. Missiles and hoping he can kill. No, Shinvala dodges the missiles.
Yep.
This is a lot of pressure on the side of Adair.
I mean, it's not
just
quite
gonna get
full pressure
frozen,
yet,
unfortunately.
But
Oh,
yeah.
that is
that's
a,
big.
That's a Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I mean, there's no. As long as there's a cram in hand, so that's really good. He's just gonna empty as much as he can and play a cram stash here. That's a
I'd be
big amount
careful
of
though, because
draw.
you're really filling up your hand here. So you're not going to be looking to go for I don't believe a Cyclone turn this, especially with playing your
No.
allies.
This is just a Chinvala turn.
Oh, I wouldn't trade. Hit him in the face. Tell him what you think of him.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that minion. There's no way that
Fireball. Oh, baby. Fireball. Oh,
What?
come on.
I actually think Fireball was probably the correct pick there. I'll be honest.
Oh, and trade off the Shinvala as well. We are going Mana Cyclone here.
He's gonna Cyclone early because he has an extra 0 mana card in hand.
Time runs out on me.
Conj Biscuit.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah. I'm just gonna board lock.
Oh, it does get another Ray of Frost to empty the hand. There's a Devolving in hand as well. Wow, deals with that questing adventure.
I mean, it's just over. Like, it feels like it's as close to over as it can be because this rogue doesn't have mass clear. He would have needed to get, or to essentially have
I don't even know what.
Flame Strike and then have prep. Like, otherwise this board's
many
just gonna destroy. Like the 2 5/5s is, you're just staring down so much damage. Luckily you can clear the 3/2.
Yeah,
Which will make the spells cost more. There is, Kel'Thuzad sadly doesn't really do anything.
No, unfortunately, no ways for Adair to kill anything on the side of FBM2. But I don't know if you just heard that little voice line there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Kel'Thuzad and the Stranglethorn Tiger got summoned together, Kel'Thuzad said "kitty, kitty," and that made my heart so much bigger.
It did, yes.
You serve me now.
I like this. I like this, like, just trying to use as much defensive resource just to try and stay alive a little bit longer. The second Jandis is also possible to really, the second Jandis can also provide more stuff in the way, obviously. I mean, but there's just so much that FBM2 has at this point.
Yeah, kind of staring down the barrel of a gun here.
Yeah, so now you can just play the Ross and kind of ignore everything because of how much damage it deals. You could just trade into the 4/4.
Just freeze it. No need to. Hit him in the face.
I mean, I was just thinking Ross would kill it at that point. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what
I mean,
James
there's
rolls
nothing. There's
time
nothing
two.
left. There needs to be it needs to be double taunt. Oh, the runner has charge.
Oh, okay. Let's draw some cards.
Face?
Wait. I mean, eviscerate off the top.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Foxy,
just-
why aren't you a
it's just
beast,
not
Foxy?
enough. Just not enough. If Foxy was a beast, it would be lethal, but Foxy isn't.
Yeah, it would be exact if Foxy was a beast. Show him how
Mhm.
close you got, Adair. Oh, wow. That Tundra Rhino.
That was a really good pull.
He's saying, do I have the second of this? Do I not have the second of this? You gonna get it? Are you gonna get it there, Adair? Hit him with it. Poke's still 5-4.
I give up.
He just conceded. All right. So the Cyclone Mage has gotten through.
Kind of expected. I think that had a very easy matchup into these boards. Again, World Kick Rogue really likes to be able to remove the board and use their tempo of removing and getting their minions out.
Yeah.
And Cyclone's just looking for that one big turn. They're not really playing 3 or 4 minions to sit on the board.
Yeah.
They're doing one turn, they're blowing up, they're drawing 15 cards, and they're going to the market.
I'm so excited for Cyclone Mage meta again. If you can't tell by the excitement in my voice. God, this deck. It goes faster than the previous version of the deck, and it's crazy. But yeah, I mean it's really well played by FBM2. I mean, Koroden, you hit it right on the nose. Like that deck wants to do one big turn and put threats that you can't usually deal with. And then they'll even usually have a refill off of a Cyclone. So
Yeah, there's so
It's
much
just
refill
crazy.
for that. Yeah. The
Yeah.
refill on that deck can go, especially with them starting to play elemental allies as well.
yeah,
It's more card draw, especially there's so many ways in that deck. I mean,
Mhm.
you did see Adair use his secret passages very early in the game.
I like the use of them though. Like it was like he had to at that point. There was not much else.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
now-
kind of like to see, because you're not really doing much with your mana after the fact, but just miss one
Yeah.
of those big turns.
So now it's Adair's turn to wield this deck. I know for a fact that Adair is a mage player. So I expect him to, be pretty good with this deck as well. And FBM2 on the Broom Paladin, we see Penflinger, Animated Broomstick, and Libram of Judgment. That is the new Libram of Getum that we are talking about. 7 mana, 5 attack weapon, 4 durability. And if you corrupt it, it has lifesteal. Like, this card is nuts. It's actually, it's 3 durability, it's not 4.
Yeah, and I mean, you play one Aldor, you got yourself a 5 mana weapon, which is very easily corruptible
Yes.
in this deck, especially if you run that Silas package. I believe FBM. Oh, he
deck-
actually took it out.
This deck
that's
does not run
Adair
Silas, but
running the
Adair's deck
Silas.
does, yeah.
Yeah, so really only other Librams of Hope and Lady Leandre will be
Yes.
corrupting at this point until you get it down, because it's kind of an awkward turn if you think, because even your Devout Pupils, which are 6 manas, are going to cost lower
Yeah.
per spell you cast on your minions. So
hmm
it's kind of a weird thing to
Per-
think about corrupting in a Libram.
Yeah, that card. Pupil just goes down with every targetable
Yeah.
spell because you can use Libram of Hope on your face and it will trigger and low or it will lower the pupil. So yeah, but we see Adair with. I guess he used Primordial Studies, picked an Azure Explorer, and now it's Cram Session for 2 more cards. He is a big hand already. Like we are on turn 3, and he's already churned through 10 cards in his deck. He's 5 cards ahead in draw, 4 cards technically when it's Valeera's turn.
Was thinking about actually hitting the 3-1 there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might regret it when he sees his pen flinger start coming out. Especially with the first day of classes.
I think for sure you just pen flinger it down and then you.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I mean.
Day,
I think he's gonna be a little upset here. Could have taken out. Now you got a 5-3 sitting on board.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what first day.
Oh, you're talking about Adair not trading.
Yes.
Oh, I would have traded if I was Adair. Now that's a bit harder to deal with. You don't have any.
Ooh, elemental.
Yeah, you don't have any specific cards that kill a 5/3 unless you get it off of a Wand Thief. But I do like that. I do believe, Wand Thief is coming down. Let's see what cards are offered. It is Missiles, Conjurer's Calling, and Arcane Intellect. I'm partial to the Missiles because it's a cheap spell.
The Conjurers is interesting.
Yeah, Conj is also interesting. You're right.
But I think Missiles is the way you go, just a combo. But Conjurers will give you 2/3 drops, which I think might be worse than a 5/3.
Because you don't need to take Arcane Intellect here because you already have so much drop.
No, yeah, I don't think it's, especially with the Elemental ally sitting as a quest. Does take the Arcane Missiles and get a Primordial as well.
Gets you. I take Thalnos here.
It's
pretty much every
cheap
time
dragons.
Thalnos.
Did you guys notice something of Adair's deck?
Yeah, his deck is full. Yeah, his deck is full golden.
Full gold. I think Adair might always. No, it's not Adair.
Adamos.
Somebody always has full gold on all their decks.
Doing.
Doing's crazy with all the gold.
I know Adamos has full gold in Druid, I think it is.
There's like Adair's loving the gold, so loves Mage. Put them all gold.
I assume it's all gold Mage for him. Yeah, I did see the golden coin that once. As soon as Saku mentioned it, I was like, "Oh, I see. It's a full golden deck."
So Adair, although he has all the draw in the world and he's had big turns,
that's a nice card to get there. I mean, you're gonna probably. I think Brain Freeze over Evocation there because you have an Evocation in your deck, and you actually have it in your hand. So
yeah,
you don't need a second one.
It's going to be awkward here because Adair's really looking for those Shinvala or those Mana Giant turns, and there's really nothing happening to the board. I think you're going
to get a nice clear here, though, right?
You'd have to use so much, and without having a Cyclone in your hand, it feels really awful.
You just trade the 1/1, you use the Brain Freeze on the 4/5, and then you
but then you got to
give a Missiles.
You got to pray for the Missiles, right? I mean,
well,
you hope 5 of them hit. Or 3 of them hit it, but I've seen strange.
But you can also trade the 1/3 if it doesn't work.
4, 5 has to trade.
Yeah, and this Mage deck doesn't necessarily care too much about trading, so yeah, I think that was fine. And you get a big ol' Whelp as well, like just 5 mana, you draw a card. It's a big body on board. That's only if you don't have much else to do, or you just want to hold off for a turn.
Yeah, a lot to do here for FBM.
Yeah,
got to start getting cards out of the hand.
Yeah, he's gonna dump cards out of hand so he can play first day of school and get his 2 pen flingers. See how much cards he's gonna have in hand. He's gonna have
Rangers.
He's gonna have a full hand. Yeah, he has to dump because otherwise he would have a 10-card hand. Now he has 9. So hand
Yeah.
space is not an issue currently anymore. Double Murloc Raider, man. Billy is coming out strong here today in this one. Our good friend Billy the Murloc making his appearance.
FBM showing us those old days of Murloc Paladin.
Yes. Every Finn Paladin. Go.
All the fins.
Yes. Yeah, I expect to see big ol' whelp plus saves, violets plus. Oh, no, missiles. Missiles clears pretty well
Missiles
here.
probably
Missiles.
clears. I'm hoping. But
Well, if not, you don't trade. You just go face. Yeah. I like it. He's searching to see if he can attack anything.
gotta look.
Gotta
Those
look.
interactions will tell you a lot more than you need to. Here comes Aldor True Seeker coming down, so Libram's starting to get discounted.
Yep. So that was a 5-mana weapon.
Just show him that Murloc, baby.
Man, I would like the crazy thing about that weapon is you don't even need to make it lifesteal. Like
No, just a
Just-
5-mana, 5/3.
if I'm Valeera, I just drop that next turn. Like I drop it with like something else.
It's just
like,
a Tyrian sword, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It's exactly Tyrion's weapon it's that. But then if you corrupt it, it's like insane because you gain health back.
Yeah, I don't
in this
think you're
mage
looking
matchup,
for
you
the
don't need
lifesteal
it.
here.
But in this mage matchup, you don't really need it. Like, yeah. Usually I would say, because like Paladin versus Mage, Mage has been traditionally very favored, especially Cyclone Mage. It usually goes a bit too fast for this deck. However, with the new weapon, allowing to deal 15 damage to face essentially, because I mean, it could trade, but you would really only want to trade it if you know that it's like essentially worth it. But yeah,
Time runs out on me.
this like that weapon is just so crazy good. Yeah, we're gonna actually just clear out the 4/6 in one fell swoop. I'm gonna raid. I would say we're gonna ping the 2/1 and go face, or we're just gonna play another minion and go face.
Because you want to get this elemental allies clicking
You're right,
off
the
soon.
allies.
You want to be
Yes,
able
yes.
to top deck. It doesn't have another spell wing, but hoping for a mana giant, hoping for a Shinvala, even a mana cyclone at this rate.
Yep. I think you really want Shenvala here, right?
Yeah, with this hand, possibly. Yeah,
You go like
Conjurers-
Shenvala double. Well, no, you would trade off the hand at that point. You double Stork evocation essentially. With Shenvala
Here we go.
pop off. Here we
That
go.
does opt to
Weapons
trade.
out. Wow, opting to trade with that. I like that. However, this does almost
there's
seem
the
to make it.
giant.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know how much that mana giant costs. Costs nothing.
Yeah.
He's just
Ooh,
gonna.
Wait. Play things first.
Yeah, play other things first, please. It'll go down to 0.
Wonder if you ever see without this is what I've always had the problems with Cyclone Mage is when you don't get the Cyclone, the mana Cyclone, it just doesn't feel like you're doing things unless you can get a mana giant down super early.
Yeah,
it just feels like Adair is staying in the game and not progressing to
Yes.
anything.
that is the point. That is exactly how this deck plays,
And
and it can feel really bad. Now we get full cards in deck, but like I almost would have rather seen an. I guess you kind of have to do it because it's an elemental and you don't want to put your elemental allies to 0, but you would still have the mana giant and you would still have the Phoenix for another turn. I might have liked to even see an evocation turn here.
Ooh, counterspell.
Yeah, counterspell is
Not gonna
good.
pick anything up.
It'll deny Penflinger stuff.
This actually protects the mana giant if Adair chooses to drop it, which they do. Protects it from any Libram of Justice nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Gonna start
he's
flinging pens.
he's
and-
about to be a bit sad. I wonder if the plan wasn't to act. No, I think the plan was to actually play Argent Braggart and Broom here anyways.
Yeah, but those are penslingers sitting on the board, and they are ripe
they're
for the
gonna
picking.
go away. Like FBM's losing both of his penflingers here.
That
Like,
counterspell was massive. You really
yes,
hope.
that was really big.
Ooh, One Thief, massive pick.
One
I
Thief is
think
really
you're going
nice.
here.
Adair's going in. He's going
Yeah.
in this turn. He knows he has to go in. He's starting fast. He has both Conjure Mana Biscuits, like Flame Strike.
Ray
is-
Frost, let's go, baby.
Yeah,
Don't
Ray
even
of
think
Frost
about
is
it.
really good. Don't need that. Don't need the Flame Strike.
Ray of
He needs
Frost,
to-
bud. They cost 0.
Yeah, Icicle also costs 0, but there's no frozen cards, so you don't
Yeah,
want to
you want to be able to, because you want to be able to Conjurer. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Adair. APM, baby. Gonna Conjure a Mana Biscuit. Gonna refresh 4 mana. He's got to
He
go.
is.
If he's going to Evo, which he's coining, so it looks like he's going to Evo this turn. I think he spent a little too much time thinking of what he wants to take from that wand. Does get the Evo off. Ooh, Rick, fair game, counter spells. Play it all, my friend.
Runs out on me.
We've turned into Secret Mage.
He needs to get rid of that. He needs to ping off the.
Oh, he's
One
got all the
of them.
mana in the world. I definitely see a ping coming out here.
Yeah.
Double
Oh,
Arcane.
well, he got
can clear it
Arcane.
out too.
He got double Arcane. So
Yeah. Wow. 4
there was no ice.
secrets.
There is no ice barrier in this though. Oh, there is an ice barrier. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
so
no.
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Full Christmas tree. Holy cow.
With a quest at the top. What a beautiful star at the top.
So good.
Yeah.
Somebody
what a
screenshot
turn from
that.
Adair.
Yeah. I mean, that top deck is just insane. Like, yeah.
Oh, you hate to see
Yeah, I
it.
hate to see it, but it's.
And now,
I hate to see it. It's not quite over because of the fact that Barov will kill it. Oh, no, he concedes.
Wow.
I mean, some bad draws and some good draws from him, and he's right back in it.
He
Like,
had 8. Yeah, Adair only
He
showed
didn't have enough
8 on the-
damage.
Adair only had 8 showing, so
Yeah.
technically FBM2 was alive, but
Yes.
wow, what a turn from
Especially with the Barov.
Yeah, but the Barov was gonna. It was
It would
awkward.
have killed the entire board.
Maybe a little bit of
After he
frustration.
takes damage, and then if he draws anything good, like second Libram of Hope was still a pickup, and there was no, and then you proc the counter spell prior. I don't know. I mean, I understand the reasoning for doing it.
Could be a little
I-
frustration from that previous turn from the. That was a huge turn from Adair. So maybe just trying to get out of a game that was going to put him in a bad mindset and
Sure.
restart. So we are coming into match 3 here.
Well, this deck, yeah, this looks really good for FBM2 right off the bat
Wait a
already. Like,
minute.
that's almost a complete.
Uh,
That's almost a complete full keep from me, honestly. And it actually is a full keep. It's not completely, actually. He keeps the weapon in there, and he gets rid of the passage and the
ooh.
Volpera Toxin Blade.
So
We also see a nice starting hand from Adair. He's got a really nice card off of Feral Cat and the Bone Wraith. But we got Spy Mistress into a coin weapon into like Deadly Poison Eviscerate with a yeah, this is gonna get real scary real fast.
Now, Adair does pick up a Bone Wraith off of the
Yes.
Pharaoh's Cat, which is going to stall out a little bit, but, you know, coining out Self-Sharpening Sword, that's exactly what FBM wants to see, and
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
just going to start smashing.
None of this is going into a minion.
I actually, so I always have this argument. Let me see what you think about it, Doctor.
Sure.
Holding the first swing when you have a Deadly Poison in hand. I don't
mind it.
correct.
You know, I actually don't mind holding the swing there.
Because down the line,
You're losing a swing where you could be dealing 3 on your first swing.
Yeah, the only thing I would think is if you think you're opponent is running weapon removal, obviously.
However, this is pro. So they know that there's no ooze or sticky fingers in this deck.
Not that it's an improper play.
It's not a bad play.
Yeah, I think it's a different way.
Yeah.
I've always messed around with it. I love Weapon Rogue. I really do. So it's just always you get a little more damage on the deadly poison if you swing first turn. Plus, you're actually going up to 4 next time and not 2. So you do gain exponential damage.
I mean, it just gets you. It allows you to get
Cold.
to a higher. I mean, I guess you're gonna get to the same attack with the Steel Dancer anyway, but yeah.
But think about it right now. So we hold the deadly poison. I guess you go to 4 here. You hit. You're at 5.
You hit and go to 5. You hit and you get a 6 next turn. But you would get a 6, I think, anyways.
Regardless
right?
of the way. But you just saved yourself a durability from hitting at 1.
Yeah. So he won't be at 1 durability with that. Wow, he's going. I probably would have considered the just eviscerating face. I mean, I obviously pulled out a deadly poison, so it's gonna be so he can just drop the Worgen or the deadly poison. There was and obviously the nitro boost couldn't get corrupted, so that would not have been the play.
Ooh, Secret Passage of Adair.
I mean, this Cone of Cold is really nice, but I think the Bone Wraith is even better here. Bone Wraith eats an attack, and it spawns another minion. So you're gonna have to trade the 2. It's gonna force his deck to trade essentially. But he's gonna go for the Miscreant. Okay, let's see what he gets. He gets a Titanic. So
Titanic is pretty much Bone Wraith, a little worse, but
it's
a little more health. I guess it's the same.
It's more health. It forces 2 minions to have to trade into the 1/6. It forces a weapon hit and the Worgen to go in.
The Bone Wraith would have done that the same with the Reborn, right?
Yes, it would have.
And a 6 drop. Ooh.
Wow, what a 6 drop.
Filthy 6 drop.
That's nice.
Juicy.
Yeah. Karn Bloodhoof coming on the side of FBM2.
Yeah, I think
that Steel Dancer.
I kind of want to Cone of Cold this board. I know it's 4 mana, but you cannot let this deck deal you 14 next turn.
You feel bad Cone of Colding though, because you're just giving Temple back to FBM2 to make a move. You're giving him the opportunity to do something here, so it's a difficult decision.
So do we go with So is it the Bone Wraith then? Maybe. I mean, you can't just take all the damage. You either have to freeze or you probably just throw a taunt in the way and hope it works.
Yeah, it's just I guess Bone Wraith is better because it soaks up both these a weapon swing and a minion hit.
Yeah.
And Cone of Cold is definitely better later on when you see some of those stealth minions come out again, but we've already seen 2.
That makes sense.
And I guess you could even give it Rush.
No, you're just gonna give the other minions the attack and just let them deal poke damage essentially right now.
Well, interested why we didn't clear the 4/4. Oh, second sharp.
Yeah, I actually agree with that play. I think he should have cleared that.
What do we got? Another taunt minion.
Yeah. So very likely pick the Firework Elemental as the illusion. Gonna keep the 3/5 as a. Oh, what? All right, we have a disconnect from somebody.
A disconnect there. So FBM2 actually dove his Karn Bloodhoof in first.
Mm-hmm.
So not killing. So now requires 2 attacks. So the swing from the sword and the Steel Dancer to
I think you just hold the weapon swing then.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to unfortunately lick your wounds.
Yeah.
So here
I mean, there is the second weapon's in hand at least.
Yeah, you got a second Steel Dancer as well.
Yeah.
So BM2 just had a little hiccup with the network. His network.
That's all right. We're back in.
Yeah, that happens. Yep. It wasn't that long.
Nope.
So you have to assume that the 3/5 elemental.
Now do you Cone of Cold the? The Jandis maybe there?
I think you're gonna check. You're gonna check if the 3/5's the guy. If
Oh,
not, so it's not. So not gonna cone cold.
Passage? Okay. Let's see what they get. They get a
Ooh, okay, so
backstab prep,
backstab clear.
world kick
prep.
master, Foxy Fraud.
No.
There are no combo cards there, so cannot go off with the
Everything,
world kick.
everything you want to see with your combo cards, but no combo cards in sight, unfortunately.
Yes.
Choose silver.
So I actually,
Camp?
yeah, I mean, there's no Shadow Steps in the deck, I'm pretty sure, so there's no reason to worry about the Jandis getting Shadow Step back. You definitely just remove the bigger
yeah.
threat
There's 2 shadow steps.
in not in Valeera's deck, right?
Oh, sorry, in Valeera's. No.
Yeah,
FBM
there's no
deck
way.
there
There's
are
no
not.
way for the Jandis to get put back. But I mean, yeah, you just trade as much off as you can.
2 damage.
I
off
almost
the
would have
board.
liked to just keep the Jandis and get rid of that 4/2 again. You could have cleared the 4/2, right?
Basin down 14,
Gonna
18
get another
from
6.
hand.
Another 6 drop gets Archmage. That means eviscerates.
No,
That means eviscerates
that's
lethal. Just lethal.
No, it's not 5 damage.
Oh, 5 damage. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry,
we
we
just
were one
missed
off,
one.
everybody. Our apologies.
That's
Well,
it. You're both fired.
Yep, I'm
Dang
fired.
it. Good thing I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, I know. You have to attack. And then you cold the board.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. You just lose anyways. No, you know what? You get Frostbolt off the Wand Thief here, right? That's what we're looking for. Yeah. There was no Frostbolt. That means there was no way to hold off damage, and even then, there was still an Eviscerate in hand, as we saw. So there was absolutely no way to prevent lethal.
He was just dead to dagger.
Yeah, but I was saying even if he gets Frostbolt and freezes face, there's still an Evis in hand.
Yeah, he'll play it out there, but Adair finding the way out. So
He didn't get what he wanted off the Wand Thief.
FBM2 going to take a 2-1 lead in this game. Still with the Paladin for FBM2. We're going to see that broom style Paladin coming out.
Yeah.
And still have the Rogue and the Paladin. I think we're going to see the Rogue here. Definitely. Yeah.
The Paladin, yes, you want to bring
Yeah.
the Rogue.
100%.
My blade burns with holy fire. Watch your back.
Yeah, this is definitely a good matchup for the Rogue. Although the new Libram, the new weapon, I'm not quite sure how the new weapon affects this matchup at all. I know that Rogue is just really good at clearing things, but if you're taking extra, essentially half your health over 3 turns, if it's going face, then it's rough.
I think that's just all that is. It is a 15 to face, but you do have to get to that point.
That is true. That is
If
true.
there's anything that this World Kick Rogue is good at, it's making a board. Hey, look who the Rogue is now.
Oh yes.
It's gonna be making an annoying board.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Pharaoh Cat next turn, or Candle Taker the turn after, which just comes right back. It's gonna be extremely annoying. So interesting. I don't see a lot of Alora's played in this broom style. And I'm very curious that Adair actually put it in the deck. That evil miscreant pickup, could he a coin Foxy miscreant? Oh,
I
just
would
coin
have liked
miscreant.
that. I would have kind of liked that, but
I guess holding the Foxy for a little bit more maneuverability in his later turns.
Yeah. Next turn there's gonna be a Devout Pupil or a Lady Leodrin won't get played. High Abyss Allura, very likely not to get played. So we'll see the 4/5 taunt minion.
Yeah, you're gonna see that that divine or the Devout Pupil coming down.
That is a really good pull to have that early in the game. It really poses a threat to the deck. It's I wouldn't mind trading in the Murloc, but I think it's okay if he just wants to send it face too.
Yeah, what I think you trade the Murloc off for is because you can Allura next turn with the Libram that comes off of it, right? Or
Yeah.
no,
No,
we
you
haven't
can't
actually
cost
played
two.
anything.
No, it
Sorry,
costs
so it
two,
still
yeah.
costs 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
By this time, I always assume Librams cost 1 or 0.
0. Yes. Let's see what this ethereal lackey gives. His brain freeze and
Nitro boost and betrayal. I think it's brain freeze.
I think it's brain freeze too. You can
Betrayal's
use it.
interesting.
You can use brain freeze with Foxy and eviscerate to clear.
Option.
Kind of end up clearing the minion.
I think
With
that's your
the
best
Candle
clear.
Taker. Best clear kind of has to be a Candle Taker trades into the Divine Shield because you get another Candle Taker. And then
Yeah.
you can just
taunt it up.
either taunt you can taunt it or you can go like Foxy Abyss.
Wrapped Golem coming out.
Yeah. The Eviscerate doesn't
It's
kill
a
it.
bit
Though.
late
That's
for this
my issue.
Foxy.
The Eviscerate doesn't kill it. He's just gonna brain freeze it and he'll kill it next turn. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, maybe. Well, no, you saved the Shadow Step.
Become the hero.
Allura doesn't have anything to go with it though, but it will be able to just get
That's
will
gonna
be able
value
to be
trade.
rushed. It will just get rushed in, yeah. It's just value trades at that point for sure.
I was back to Adair and actually pretty happy that nothing crazier happened on that turn.
For sure.
But-
Can you even opt for a Shadow Step to get another spell?
Oh yeah. Use the
Um,
cards in your hands and then Secret
I-
Passage this turn.
Yeah, I think I maybe would have. I mean, I guess it's fine. I like using double Wand Thief better. Ooh, Plague of Madness.
Plague is pretty
I kind of want to
massive.
take Plague of Madness here to eliminate the Libram of Judgment.
Not
when it
only
comes
that,
down.
you could trade off a minion.
Oh, he
but
takes
could it take the
Vendetta.
Vendetta?
'Cause he's gonna get a
Looking
mage
for
card here.
mage card. Ooh, Conjurer
Uh,
Mana Biscuit is a
Yeah,
card.
that's good, especially in Rogue.
Yeah.
Like, Mage uses extra mana really well. Like Rogue cheats mana as
Y'all
is.
remember Counterfeit Coin?
Yeah. Y'all remember Counterfeit Coin?
Yeah.
I do.
So Vendetta is actually we're gonna Vendetta.
I guess he's gonna dagger, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Easy way.
All right. It's a clear.
It does save the secret passages for another turn when you have absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
for
do
sure.
have the Wrapped Golem and Power of Creation turns coming up.
Next turn is gonna possibly be a passage turn. I'm gonna take a guessing at that.
I'm gonna start calling people losers.
Oh yeah.
Again, FBM2 he's got the cards, but they got the cards, but they don't have the way to use them. Swindle pick up off of a prep.
It's really
Wow.
It's really helpful for Adair that there hasn't been any Aldor Truth Seekers. 'Cause
Nothing.
The
Yeah.
deck that FBM2 is using is definitely reliant on getting your Aldor Truth Seekers to make your Librams cost less.
Yeah. Well, we're about to see a questing. Devolving to get rid of
Devolving
the
to get rid of
Libram.
whatever comes in. I don't want to use it right now.
Oh, I would.
I'd rather brain freeze. Oh, to get rid of the Libram?
Libram, you haven't seen anything out of FBM's hand in possibly 2 turns, maybe 3.
Yeah.
This is
you're
your
right.
push. Now you could have a read that they might have like the Libram of Justice in hand. No top
I
deck.
think you just brain freeze it. Like, I don't know. I guess
you don't want a hand of a $1 or anything crazy coming out, right?
No.
And a slinger.
No, you don't really want hand of a doll, but I mean, my hand read is he probably has Libram of Hope or the weapon. Like,
clearable. Very
he
nice.
probably has. My read would be that he probably has bigger cards, and so I would say the devolving for the Divine Shield Taunt that might come out.
You could, but you've also not played a board, right?
Yeah,
you
I
haven't
know.
put up a threat, So sitting on a Libram of Justice is probably the best thing for him in that case.
Yeah.
I don't think it's wrong to think he has heavy duty cards in his hand.
Yeah.
Rock
I mean,
Golem
this
comes out
golem's
here.
really nice, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he can.
Especially there's the Libram of Justice.
Yeah, I guess he's just gonna Justice here.
Yeah.
You just clear the minion off completely, but you lose a Penflinger in the process.
And take 7. Feels bad.
Yeah, he's eating 7 damage, and he doesn't
Libram.
have his. He knows he's just gonna play Libram. He's just gonna corrupt his weapon next turn.
Oh, I don't know. I think he wants to Titanic to go for an Edwin turn here. I really like just power creation.
I would have liked POC there too. Yeah. I mean, you probably give him his Penflinger back, but at the same time.
See, now we're in an awkward position. We've used 4 mana, and you were looking. I don't think Adair counted the mana he had there. I really think he had. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I would have Goblin Lackeyed. I think I would have rather just play both the lackeys as well there, because you're not really doing much else.
Yeah, if you're committing that to the board,
yeah.
I think you go all in with your lackeys. Oh, there's an Aldor attendant off the top. Finally, Libram of Hope, first discountable Libram.
Yep, and now it's a purple Libram of Judgment. Oh my gosh, that's such a cool looking corrupted card. Yeah, I mean now it's just gonna be tough at this point. It is clearable for sure.
Oh yeah, easy clear here. And actually leave and fires out a nice.
He gets to play the Eddie too.
A nice Edwin as well.
Nice 8/8 Eddie.
You can clear the.
Dealt with.
Yeah.
You just clear off the 1/3. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Nice turn by Adair. Now FBM is.
He's gonna drop. He's gonna go for the Aldor Truth. Yeah, the Truth Seeker's good. Truth Seeker plus that, you trade it. Yeah. I mean, he gains 5 life.
Ow.
He gains 3 life technically. But now power creation just comes down. You take. Wow, these are all pretty bad. You probably take
Dragon
the Sky
Maw.
Maw Stalkers.
Yeah, Dragon Maw.
You take the Sky Stalkers, so you have a Death Rattle on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whack. And
Next turn, you have
reload.
Whirl Kick Master, Secret Passage. Like, yeah. And FBM's running out of gas.
Oh, he's Oh,
right,
that can help.
Honestly, you clear the Edwin. He's taking a lot. He's taking 3 damage though only. Like.
Oh yeah, that Edwin died.
That's the nature of that. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, you Foxy. You Foxy with
first.
this as well.
Yeah, you Foxy first before you Secret Passage. Yeah.
Really fuck kick because
that's insane. This is really good. Let's see what he gets.
Prized.
Plunderer,
Adventure.
Questing, Prep.
Another whirl
second
kick.
Whirl Kick.
Oh, I banged that whirl kick. 100% throw that out.
I don't mind him waiting, but yeah. What is he plundering? Is he gonna plunder his plunderer?
Plunder is blunder.
I think he does. Yeah. He had board he had board space issues, which is why he didn't slam the second whirl kick now. Because he's just making as big of a guy as he can. And
you've
this
already
has
seen
to be
one
answered.
justice.
The whirl kick goes back in deck though, unfortunately. But there was no other answer, and now now that's gotten through, and it's only Broom Paladin left. It's gonna come down to a Broom Paladin mirror.
Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means?
I do know what this means.
I think I know what this means. Sokka, do you know what this means?
I'm AFK right now.
Sokka's AFK doesn't know what it means. But I'll tell you guys what it means. It means we get a game 5.
Wonderful.
We've got Paladin Mirror matchup.
There is, I will say, if I'm looking at lists, I will give a possible slight edge to Adair on
I
lists.
agree. And it's Silas.
100%.
Silas stealing a Libram of Hope
Yep.
That's just a dagger to the heart, especially when you don't have to do it, or Silas stealing a buffed minion with Librams of Wisdom.
Yeah.
Just like pops right off.
For sure.
Let me work my magic.
Especially, we saw FBM2 run out of cards that last game. Adair does have the early Blessings of Wisdom to just draw even one card off of that is fine. Double by Mistress.
Yeah, it's
If you
possible that you just. It's possible that you just.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's actually pretty smart. I'll be honest.
I don't know. I'm getting the Spy Mistress out there to contest
For sure.
this.
I mean, yeah. It's not. Yeah. Now it's just not contestable with the.
No, you have to wait another. I guess Spy Mistress animated.
I'm confused. I mean, now you just can Spy Mistress Broom technically. I mean, you kind of want to see brooms, but
I don't. I think you double Spy Mistress.
Yeah, use double Mistress. Like, I would have definitely have played the Hand of a Doll or the Libram, right?
I guess he's thinking he must have. He really doesn't want to give him draws. That's the only thing I can think of. But we're gonna see this.
I'd give him draw to deal like that much. I mean,
that's how you get behind though. It's whoever gets to their Aldors first. That's what this race is.
Yeah, but you put Hand of a Doll on that thing, it goes to 5 attack.
And he's still not attacking with it.
Man.
It's a smart play from Adair.
It's a smart play. I just don't. It's a smart play from FBM2. I just don't like it.
I think FBM2 is respecting it a little too much. He's gonna be able to trade it off now. So, if anything, it saved him. I mean, it might have saved him a ton of damage.
Now he can still use the Hand of a Doll.
He can still use it, but
I just feel like he missed 10 damage. Like
I'm jamming 10 damage. That's what I'm saying. I'm
like this matchup doesn't matter. Like that the Silas doesn't matter if you don't get to turn 7. Like,
no, 100%.
But I do understand the play. Like I 100% agree that he knows it's going to go long. And he doesn't want to give that as a possibility. But are we going to see Braggart Broom?
Like double
perhaps?
Braggart.
Double Braggart? Yeah, that's cool. But then you just don't trade into the 4/4 at that point either.
You could double Braggart Broom and actually trade your Mistress and a Broom in, and then value trade over.
Oh, I think if he was he's gonna save the coin. Okay.
You can still could have got a value trade there. I guess he is going for the full clear.
Yeah, I guess he was going full clear. Double Hand of a Doll already. That's really nice. Just chugging through his deck.
Yep.
But he's still technically behind in draw comparatively. But it's only because of the one attack from the Libram from the Blessing of Wisdom that was played.
No, it never actually attacked.
Yeah.
It was the
it was traded, wasn't it?
It was Salhawk's Pride.
So that's Pride.
Drew 2 and then it did attack once. So
yeah. He said he was because I thought he traded it. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a really nice Braggart here. I mean,
yeah, it's 5/4. 5/4 would be nice.
4/5s are good. Yeah. Guess we're gonna get double Braggart here. Yeah.
2 of them, even better.
And then he could just play the Libram on it and then Broom it, and it'll just double Braggart. Yeah. I mean, this is where it gets tough This is where it can get potentially tough. However, he does have second Braggart and second Broom. Braggart with a Libram as well.
Yeah, I think that's your turn.
Yeah, I don't mind this play at all.
It's kind of. It's all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's just getting him to turn 7, right?
I guess the question is. No, you can't because your Librams cost too much. I was going to say, do you Libram?
Do you Libram or do you Hero Power?
I think you're always going to Libram. It's just which one do you want to?
And I was the Broom. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that play a lot. Yeah.
Then FBM2 is a value trade on the back side of this. Oh, so heartbreaking that Adair's Librams of Wisdom still costs full, because that could have been a nice pull clear there.
Reggie just now FBM2 just plays
Landrin.
Liadrin and gets a bunch more back. Like, and there's 2 handable dolls in there.
Yeah.
It's not a full hand either. It's 9.
That's a beautiful Lady Liadrin.
And then he's gonna play devoted people and get to play Libram. Yeah, both players are only a few turns away from Libram of Hope. FBM2 will have it this next turn, and then Adair has to wait another turn because he hasn't drawn one of his cards yet. I mean, this Aurora could be.
He might have it this turn.
Good. Let's see what Liadrin gives. Allura gives second Libram. Okay. Gets nice trades there. He just makes some big minions here.
He is playing into a Silas. He is just not respecting that.
Yeah, I mean but he's also putting quite a lot of he put 3 Librams on there, so if Silas was drawn, I guess it just gets cleared anyways, even though
it's cleared, but he steals 3 Librams, right?
He steals Librams, yeah.
And it pumps his Liadrin.
Yeah.
Man, Aldor after Aldor.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much that there isn't much that Adair can really do to deal with how well the curve has played out for FBM2. I mean, that's a big part of Paladin, is just getting your stuff on curve, allowing you to.
There's a curve.
Yeah, it's really nice. He gets to play 2 of these in a row. Corrupts his weapons, so he can start. So he can go for potential. What's the word? He can go for some healing. Like, he's gonna be able to start clearing, and Valeera. I think if I'm Valeera, I might.
Oh, you Libram Broom here.
You opt for the bear off potentially.
Bear off? Oh no way! You got Broom in hand, man.
Yeah. That's right. Broom. You're right. I didn't see the broom. For some reason I forgot about the broom. I mean, this is just an absolute full clear.
Yeah. Oh, this
isn't lethal, but it's
but this is free trading over a Tasha Aldoran.
I am so not on point with my evaluation of this specific game. I mean, there's nothing he could have done at the end of this.
Only thing that I can get a leader with justice.
You would have needed to Silas. He would have needed to draw Silas, and even then, it's not enough.
And with that,
FBM2 takes a 3-2
banding lead over it. We actually gave Adair the props there on the Silas spring, but no Silas, doesn't need it. Honestly,
if you don't draw it, it doesn't make a difference. So
yeah, FBM2 went just curve. So
yeah.
All right, maybe we can get them in here.
Checking with
See
FBM
if we want to, if they want to.
Yeah.
Yo, we can just do a quick one because we have to get on to the next match.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
Oh yeah.
So coming up next here, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have FoSho going up against Aviously.
Yep, more Pro Series action.
More Pro Series, and gonna see a little bit of a different in the deck list, but we'll get to that in 1 second. So with that win for Valeera, what does that do for their standings? Let's take a peek at the pro standings.
That's a good win if you are a
It's a 3-2. And I mean,
clown.
good thing fan. For Adair, still grabbing 2 points out of it. So
this is the first match of this is the first match of the first match of the
first match of the series for them.
The series, yeah. Thank you for
No
Getting the word I
worries.
couldn't find.
All good.
Yep.
So yeah, Valeera, taking it to, but it's really good though. I mean, obviously it sucks to lose, but getting all the points you can from Adair is perfect. So, it's interesting to see how.
Yeah, I guess FBM2 like just hopped
Yeah.
offline right after. So
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good.
That's
Okay.
all right. All right, we're gonna roll right on then. We're gonna roll right into the next
Yep.
match, and as I was saying, we've got another Pro Series match.
I got the
We've got
deck list up on the screen there for you.
Yeah, we have FoSho versus Aviously. All right, so FoSho is for the boys, and Obviously is with Bad to the Bone. And it's coming out for FoSho. We've got Demon Hunter, Warrior, Warlock, Rogue. For Obviously, you've got Priest, Rogue, Warrior, and Demon Hunter. So a little bit different. Haven't seen a Demon Hunter yet today. We got a Priest as well now. So, Feesh, what do you think here? We see a little bit of difference here. We got the Zoo Warlock coming out, and two different Demon Hunters. So take us through these decks.
All right, yeah. So I'll start with FoSho's decks. FoSho is running. First off, his Demon Hunter is Soul Demon Hunter. However, he has added the Illidari Studies, and it looks like has removed. I guess it would be like Consume Magic and maybe a Penflinger, perhaps. Was running double Wand Maker prior, but the deck lists kind of vary with Soul Demon Hunter depending on what you are expecting. He has what looks to be this is the Enrage Warrior with ETC combo. Third up for the Warlock, like you mentioned, there is a Zoo Warlock deck, and this deck has been catching fire lately. It definitely is really good. I'm curious to see how it plays. Obviously, it can be very tough to pilot at points. And then the rogue that he has brought is a aggro stealth rogue, which means he's running a combo, like a stealthy package, and he's also running like Nitro Boost Poison with the Hook Scimitar. So it's not full on weapon, but it revolves a lot around Nitro Boost Poison. That is FoSho's deck list, and we have for Obviously he's running Priest, Rogue, Warrior, and Demon Hunter. So for his Priest deck, it seems to just be a kind of just a Miracle Priest deck. What the interesting thing is he's running Rally in the deck, which I quite like the addition of Rally in this Priest deck. We have what looks to be Weapon Rogue in a neat little tech of bringing Cloak of Shadows as a one of in this deck. And cutting one Deadly Poison, running one Deadly Poison, two Nitro Boost Poisons, and a Cloak of Shadows. Quite interesting. And then the Warrior deck he's bringing looks like also an Enrage Warrior with ETC, a very popular deck as of late. And finally, we have the new weapon mid-range Demon Hunter deck that Zhao Ti has popularized over in China, which runs Fellstill Executioners, runs two Fell Sabers, Fellfire Deadeye, in the new Illidari Studies card. So a lot of use of new cards in that deck. I quite like that Demon Hunter bring from Obviously.
Yeah, it's so as you were highlighting the Priest there, if you actually look closely, you were talking about that Rally. Rally's going to hit some very specific minions in this matchup.
Yes.
It's going to hit your Vel Weavers, both your Weavers, your Bell Weavers, and your Blood Weavers.
Yes.
So if they die, it doesn't matter. They're coming back. They're going to make your entire hand cost 0, and it's going to be max generation. This is going to be, that's the deck I'm looking forward. I really hope we get to see it. That's awesome. That's use of all the new cards you possibly can.
This Priest deck is my ladder nightmare. I side with Ron on Priest. I'm not a big fan.
I love Priest.
I like Highlander Priest. I like Highlander Priest. I do like
get that out of here. Get back to Wild.
But these Miracle Priest decks, like they always just clown me on ladder.
Oh, I love
unless
that,
I'm playing like pretty aggro.
You got to bring that Cthulhu priest, right, Saku?
Exactly.
Got to bring that Cthulhu priest, bud.
Cthulhu and Yogg and Priest.
Oh
I
no,
down with
just
that.
Cthulhu.
No, Yogg,
Saku.
Yogg, baby.
No, just Cthulhu. Here, Fish. Here's what you do, man.
Sure.
You play auctioneers,
Yes.
discounted, Weavers or Blood Weavers, and then you just discount your entire hand. You draw through your entire deck, and then you Cthulhu somebody on turn 7. Trust me.
Oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. Like, if I have the cards for that deck, I would one day like to try that.
It's all 0 and 1 mana spells.
But as I'm missing like something like Murazan the Infinite, yeah, I don't know. But
you don't even need Murazan for that deck. It's literally
Yeah.
Cthulhu, it's Blood Weavers, and it's Auctioneers, baby. That's it. Get your insights popping, and away you go.
Gotcha, for sure. Yeah, we are just waiting on the players to kind of get all readied up. I also need Avi to add me.
Okay.
That's all right.
He's
as
just
well.
in game right now, so.
Yeah, when he's done, I was gonna try to avoid saying the fact that he's playing a ladder game right now.
That's all right. So,
But, yeah.
let's talk about bans here then. Coming into bans, we do see we got one ban already in. We don't know what it is yet. We just got to wait for the other one to come through.
Yeah.
I honestly think Avi is gonna want to get rid of that Demon Hunter. I think it's a tough decision.
I don't know about necessarily getting rid of Soul Demon Hunter. I was thinking maybe if FoSho was going to go for the Weapon Demon Hunter ban or the Rogue ban potentially.
Yeah, FoSho has, but with the it's not even
maybe it's just double. Maybe it's
steal.
just another double warrior ban. I mean, we're seeing warrior bans everywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, warrior is still just that deck, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the enrage combo, and ETC can definitely just close out games. I think maybe that's what you will see from if we see the priest coming through. Although an Lucia in hand can just completely destroy the warrior.
Yeah,
That's really what you love to see.
Yeah, that's the whole. That's definitely this priest deck is like. That's why I don't think that Avi's banning warrior.
Rogues insta lose the warrior, like they just do. That's just the way it is, especially with the double stealth that they brought. So I wouldn't be surprised to see FoSho banning the warrior, especially bringing the warlock and the rogue. A skip return can pretty much put you down.
For sure.
Avi, I don't know. I'm. You like to see the warrior, but I think the priest has a decent matchup.
Yeah.
And then I think as the demon hunter, you're okay going into that warrior. So
yeah, and you're not banning the warlock unless you think Zoo is just like is just gonna wreck your lineup. Then you maybe ban Zoo. But
warlock can just miss though. You know what I mean? It's a very difficult decision.
Yeah, I know.
It's a tough say. I do like the demon hunter ban if we do see it.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I can see Demon Hunter being banned. That wouldn't be too bad.
But at the end of the day, we're probably going to see double warrior. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. Like, I think FoSho's best ban is potentially. I don't think his best ban is priest because he has warlock, and he has the rogue. I think he wants to leave the priest up. I think it's got to be either a rogue ban or a warrior. Probably a rogue or a warrior ban from FoSho. Or I think it's demon hunter or warrior from FoSho. Actually,
You think FoSho gets rid of the demon hunter, right?
Potentially. I mean, there's not too much. It's not like there's not a massive sample size on any of these newer decks. Especially like this is a completely new version of Demon Hunter. Like,
absolutely.
At least we've seen Cyclone Mage and we've seen Weapon Rogue in the past. Like, they're just kind of a lot better now they're quite a bit better than they used to be. At least previously in this expansion.
Yeah. Now we're seeing Fellfire Deadeyes to cheat out your Outcast cards. You're seeing or your Hero Power. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fellsteel Executioner is literally just
Yeah.
a 4/3,
In that-
or it's a 4/3 weapon.
Yeah, the deck feels really good. I've played it.
Yeah.
I played it a bit yesterday because I was like, oh, this is probably the coolest new list to come out. And yeah, I mean, I wasn't running Fellsaber, but I also wasn't. What's the word? I also was practicing for a tournament, so I was playing my tournament deck. But
Right.
yeah, but I mean, I had an opponent literally leave Deadeye up on the board for so long. I just like chipped him for so much extra damage for free hero powers. So
Yeah, that's the thing, right? When your hero powers cost 1 less and your hero power costs 1, that's pretty good.
yeah,
So we're still waiting for Avi's got out of his game right now, so he's paired up with FoSho.
yes. I did just get added by Avi,
Good.
and they are preparing to battle. So I guess bands just coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the
I'll
bands here for a little bit.
Oh, I have the bands. So if you want to take a guess, Koroden.
I'm still saying FoSho takes that warrior out
Yes.
and Avi takes out a demon hunter.
So
Right, well, you got FoSho right. Avi banned Rogue.
Rogue.
Avi said
there
nope.
you go.
That makes sense. That's a good ban for Avi.
So Avi's Warriors banned, right?
He expected his warrior to be banned.
Yeah, Avi's warrior is gone and FoSho's rogue is gone.
I have message from Avi. Sorry, was melting my brain with Priest.
Getting a little couple games in.
So
I like it.
Yep.
Okay. If you guys want to tell him to go ahead, I'm just making some adjustments on the
Sure.
screen for our viewers. Just for our viewers, we have Obviously is going to be on the bottom, First to Spectate, and FoSho on the top.
All right, just sending FoSho messaged as well.
You got him messaged. All right.
Cool. I have told both of them that they can go when ready.
And they are.
Yes. Awesome. This is a treat. These are two of the best players in THL. One has been around for a very long time. I actually don't know how long FoSho's been in THL, but I know he's been
quite a few
playing
seasons.
pro.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got
All
FoSho
right.
with Warrior and obviously with Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter, yeah. So right off the bat, we're gonna see Obviously's newer Demon Hunter list.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
coming out for FoSho, you're gonna see that ETC and Rage list.
Yes.
So interesting with Warrior that the archetypes are so. I mean, there's Bomb, obviously, but you've got the true ETC builds, your Enrage ETC builds, your Control ETC builds.
Your
it's just very silly.
you have your Enrage without ETC.
Just flat out Enrage.
You've got big warrior.
Big
my
Warrior,
favorite. My personal favorite.
flat out Control Warrior.
Yeah, Control Warrior. Yep.
Yeah.
You have variants of Control Warrior.
Yeah.
Some that run Cthulhu, some that don't.
And they all have their niche right now
Yes.
in the meta too, which I find is awesome. Is that
Yeah.
one isn't overpowering and isn't obstructing the meta.
Oh, we forgot about Silas. I guess Silas OTK is just Control.
Silas OTK is Silas OTK. I'll give it to
I
you.
love it. Wow.
Some early ETC.
So FoSho knows that this match is not one with ETC.
No, he is not going for the OTK. He is just trying to survive.
Yes.
But I mean, it's a 1/4, and
Yeah. Avi just kind of deals with it.
he does, but it's kind of awkwardly to deal with.
Yeah.
He has to commit one of these. Nope. Just gonna say nope. I don't want to.
It makes sense because he can't trigger the passive.
Blunder.
He's gonna Eldari Studies. He's gonna take. Oh, I might have liked to see the. Okay, he's gonna take Skull, but I might have liked to see the I-Beam get taken there. Like if he was gonna play earlier. I think Avi realized there was a bit of a mistake with bordering potentially. Wow. All right, he's gonna go in and make a 3/7 there.
Oh yeah, that's a sticky minion.
However, he is very likely to meet Bladed Lady this turn, I think. At least that's what I would potentially go for.
I don't have the mana for it.
Yeah, you do. Twin slice, twin slice,
That's 1 mana?
twin slice.
That's a lot of usage.
Yeah, I don't think it matters too much. You have to think that that there is now like there's so much pressure at this point, and the skull is also getting close to outcast already.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
obviously,
that's a dead blade dance.
that
is a dead
like
blade
it's
dance.
dead for a while, yeah. I mean, could always just dump it, but I don't think you want to dump it.
Okay, it's no longer a dead blade dance.
definitely really like that that play though. It's just so much damage push. And I really like this as well. He's pushing,
Oh yeah.
14 damage.
At this rate, you're going.
Yeah. Next turn, pending that you draw a 1-drop, you can actually go like 1 cost card that does if it doesn't. Yeah, if it doesn't trigger, you can go like 1 cost card into skull. But I think the only 1 cost cards in Avi's deck generate penflingers. So like penflinger skull would be super good right here. But yeah, FoSho doesn't even have brawl. Like
no, and that's kind of what we're looking at. We're talking about Avi's next turn, but I don't think FoSho.
I don't think there is a next turn. I just think FoSho can might just go for the. I mean, you might just have to end up kind of conceding here, right? Like
no armor smith there, nothing.
I mean, no armor smith could have been drawn. Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
Avi getting a quick win with the demon hunter.
That's kind of the matchup you're looking to get there. I think just fly out, because that's the thing about Enraged Warrior is you cut all your defensive cards, so there's no more armor gain. Other than that brawls. Skipper combo, there's no brawls for boards like that. There's no shield slam, so
Blade storms.
You know, good shot at Avi understanding the matchup and just saying, "Here's a free 6/6. Let's go."
The main thing, even with the ETC combo, cuts more than the normal Enraged Warrior.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have to include that package.
Because you have to include You have to include double broomstick. You have to throw in the it's not too much, because the ETC in itself, like there's more card. You have like rush minions and charge minions in the deck, so like you can you don't even necessarily need to do a whole lot with it. But yeah, I mean, now we see the rogue versus the ETC warrior.
Yeah, this is highly favorable in FoSho's favor. Like, especially with that double risky skipper draw. Yeah, for sure. FoSho.
Well, that is his name, yes. FoSho is his name.
FoSho.
I definitely wanted to make a distinction between his name and that.
So I know FoSho doesn't want to overcommit a skipper here quite yet. I think denying that draw is too good.
I think that things are going to get out of hand. Weapon Rogue is actually pretty good against Warrior, to be honest. But I mean, you're right. This can definitely end up being FoSho favored by the end of it. Sword.
It depends on how quick Avi can start pumping things to face.
He's got a sword nitro boost here, and
that's a turn.
That just gets everything pumping.
But yeah, you know what I mean? This just saved himself 8 damage right there.
He did. He definitely did. Like, because you don't want to see like a big mercenary turn come out. I think now, what are we thinking about for the play? Just hero power pass. Man, I mean, second nitro boost. Like,
just double checking it's corrupted.
Rogue Warrior I think this rogue deck is just gonna steamroll this. Like,
wow, what a turn!
Can even just eviscerate face. Yeah, I mean,
17 damage,
and you have Jandis for next turn. Like, you're staring down lethal on board. Like, he has to make a skipper play here. Luckily, he drew the Bomb Wrangler. So you can go like
fine, but I mean,
so you can go like skipper, Bomb Wrangler, broom, and you clear the board.
I don't think you're brooming here.
Are you playing? Oh, Sky Raider. I didn't see the Sky Raider in hand. Yeah, Sky Raider was the play for sure.
You can coin out if you have to.
Circus Amalgam picked up by the by the Sky Raider. That's a really nice pickup. But I think if I'm Avi, I think I just attack. I Cloak of Shadows and I say beat me.
Nah, if you see this backstab come out, might be a passage here. Because you could get Krasnov.
I mean, he just has lethal. Like, if there's no armor smith, there's lethal.
Well, I mean, you don't
Really?
know that there's an armor smith.
No, I think he would have seen it. I think he would have seen it last turn if there was an armor smith.
Yeah, there's Krasnov. That's kind of.
I mean,
why I wanted to
Krasnov is the
passage.
Krasanov's a dagger.
Plus,
dagger
you still
shot.
have another dead. You have a deadly poison. You still have your eviscerates in hand, or another eviscerate. You could go into a cutting class.
Yeah, I mean, either play is fine based on the results.
And now there's a 4/3 you got to look at as well.
Hmm. I just would have rathered. I think I would have just rathered like the board, like kind of clear the board. Just say like you have to find a risk. You have to find your armor smith here. I'm just gonna make it so I'm invulnerable. I'm not even gonna play a minion. Like I kind of like that play, like just as much as.
What do you
passing.
mean not playing a minion?
Like prior
Last
to
turn.
yeah, like prior to passaging. If you just went Cloak of Shadows, attacked face, he has an 8 attack weapon, and there's no like, I mean there are. Let's see, there's no shield blocks in this deck. Like he has to
No, but
draw
you're-
exactly armor smith.
But you're passing. But that's what I mean, right? He does have the draws in hand as well that can get him there, and you are giving him the one out. But this way, you can
But, I
armor
mean,
smith as
He
you can
has
armor
to gain,
smith
he
as much
has
as
to
you
gain
want.
3 armor, and he doesn't have extra armor generation.
You
right?
can armor smith all you want, though, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter. You got 16 damage coming out of this weapon next.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Over the next 2 turns.
I know. But I guess the Circus Amalgam exactly would be why you wouldn't want to
Wow,
play the Cloak.
randomly generated off of, and that's a
Yeah.
9 drop, 10 drop. We're going for 10 drop.
Yeah, I mean, then Avi just goes Steel Dancer, right? Yeah. I think you just Cloak of Shadows here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, this deck sucks. To be a Cloak of Shadows, just to say, hey, I got 10 damage in the wings here.
By
for
the
you.
way, did you think you could kill me?
Yeah. I'm sure
Hey.
bombs can affect, but that's oh,
Yeah, Avi's up 2-0. That
Yeah.
was really really
yeah,
good
no,
stuff.
bombs can affect Isaku. It's important to say that it's not like
Yeah.
timeout, like the Paladin used to have.
Yep.
Yes.
You were 100% susceptible to any bombs or random damage
Yeah.
that can
And if
come out
if
from the
bombs
hand.
hit, does it remove stealth if bombs hit?
No, you gain the stealth. The only thing that would remove stealth is if you swung your face, right?
Right.
Like if you cloaked the shadows and then you swung for some odd reason, kind of like how you used to with the what was that? The
Valeera.
Valeera, yeah. When you played Valeera, people would awkwardly play Valeera to gain the stealth and then swing a weapon, like just to poke a 1/1 and lose their
Yeah.
stealth way
Yeah.
back when.
Yeah,
Um,
like with Valeera the Hollow.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I missed that card. But now Avi has to get through with his priest. So now we're gonna see chances for
Yeah.
FoSho. I mean, Zoo, if played correctly with this type of hand he has, should just get through here.
Yeah,
honestly.
really just missing the dark glare, but
I mean, you just coin out the counter with that, and you play 2 minions.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's so good.
rolling into a wriggling next turn. This
Into a
is
wriggling next turn into a Wicked Whispers.
It's
Yes.
important to see that there's no pyros coming out of the priest. Obviously, it would
Yeah.
gunk up that Bellweaver combo. So there is no easy way for Obviously to win this
No.
at this rate. He's gonna have to get that like Hysteria and do something, but
Mhm. The Bloodweaver just dies. He has to go with the Hysteria. Yeah, the Hysteria can actually do a lot. Yeah, if it hits
ow,
2 minions.
wow,
Those were the exact pretty much perfect hits.
get
So
me. Those
yeah.
are the best
Okay,
ones.
yeah, that Hysteria was great.
Yeah,
excuse
that's a
excuse me,
3/4.
sir. Excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that Hysteria was outrageous.
Yeah, Mosher. Then you can start. This is really good. If I'm Avi, like I know that he probably doesn't have a lot of stuff, but like if I'm Avi, I might have considered going Elus. Maybe even like you don't want to Elucia because you have so much in your hand.
Oh, Raised Dead.
So Raised
With
Dead
the
is
Dark Lair
really
in hand.
yeah. So this is how FoSho gets kind of back in it.
Yeah.
If he gets a can with that from it, he does.
And he gets Flame Imp.
He gets Flame Imp, so that discounts Flesh Giant again.
Oh yeah, you Wicked.
Gains another mana
I'd say you
crystal.
Wicked.
I think you tap. I think you don't even. I don't. He's debating tap versus just playing the Whispers.
Free Wicked. Do it.
I think you just play Wicked. I
You
know.
because the only
if
thing
you
you
tap into Giant,
into,
you don't want to play it. Like that's the thing. And it's
Evanlock,
Prime, so
you
like he's
don't care.
discarding his Prime. Like
yeah, who cares?
is
Prime
it just that he
sucks.
doesn't care because he has so much damage?
100%.
He has to double. He has to double trade. I mean, he loses 1 minion. He has 15 on board.
Nah, he's not winning this through summoning random demons at the end of the game. He's
True.
winning this by getting the board now.
I think the only thing he would have debated is if it was a Flesh Giant. I think you keep the Flesh Giant if that happens.
I think at that rate you could play the Flesh Giant.
Right? Can he? Did he do enough to play it for just 1 mana? Or
He
yeah.
played double Flame Imp.
Yeah, I think it's close, right?
He played
Raised
double
Dead. That I mean, it's
double
probably like
Flame
maybe
Imp, Raised
maybe it's
Dead.
like two or it's either 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
It's definitely
I
done
guess
it
the
at least.
biggest payoff there is that if he gets handed Gul'dan, obviously,
Yeah.
like that is the biggest one. If he gets hand, he's flying. He does get the second Prime in the deck, so the first one didn't even matter. Tap first, see what you get.
Tap first, yeah. Taps into Tour Guide. Tour Guide plus Walker. Yeah, this. I mean, there's 11, and Avi is not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to. He can't quite heal out of range yet. He has to palm reading into something really good here. Palm, because he can't attack, so he can't play. So he can't play Raised Dead to get a heal minion, or he can't attack, so he can't Apotheosis. Is what I meant to say.
Flag a Death Try in 2 turns, but
Yeah,
you're,
I think.
dead.
I mean, it's just a concede now. There's
Yeah, you're just dead.
or he passes and lets FoSho attack him and win.
Played.
Yeah, FoSho kind of turns Avi's own strat against him of go fast and go face.
Yes, that is a lot of the decks that are left.
Yeah, and this priest I think is going to have a really difficult time against it.
Goes up against the warrior now. I mean,
he's got the demon hunter still as well, and the warrior. I mean,
so Avi's best chances against probably the Soul DH at this point.
oh, I say the warrior.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, either I guess. I still think
he
he has a
brings
good
it out.
matchup against either, right? Like
I think the demon hunter can have those explosive 8 damage turns and has a
For sure.
decent chance of blade dance. Actually, he doesn't run any blade dances, but just controlling the board.
Oh, that's what's not in the deck. There's no blade dance.
Yeah,
in
no
the deck.
blade dances. I think the warrior, it is enraged, so I guess that's your saving grace. Is you just want to
Yes.
stick a minion. You know, there's no big removal or no easy removal coming out from Obviously. So again, you're not looking to ETC this down. You're just looking to hit a good enraged target.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick lookup of matchups.
It's tough because this priest is just strange.
So
let's
Enraged
get
Warrior is
Ooh.
Enraged against a control priest deck. Against Priestess, Enraged Warrior is rather unfavored.
But it's tough to say because we haven't seen this.
Oh no, I mean I'm just generally looking at the matchup. It's any deck can win.
This is an
Any deck
insight.
can win any match if things happen that goes their way.
It's the Cleric of Scales.
That's okay. That's pretty good.
Wait, what?
Take Renew here.
I am bugged. I do not see what he said. Draconic Studies.
Iconic.
The Lucia.
I really like FoSho dropping the armor smith when he did. He gets Ankar back here. The Horde Pillager coming off of the Sky Raider. Really nice pickup. Allowing to get skippers. A way that this warrior deck can win is just by gaining absurd amounts of armor, and it looks like if they're decently set to actually do that.
On wings of destruction they come.
Yeah, important to remember that mind render is picked up by Aviously.
Yeah.
And that's going to be...
Yeah, so he's just going to remove it with Hysteria. I really like that play.
Hey.
Perhaps I would have liked to play the Veil Weaver first.
No, you don't want your Veil Weaver to die.
Oh, no, you don't, because Hysteria will attack non-friendly minions.
You don't want the chance.
I didn't actually know that interaction. It's just choose... Oh, yeah. Choose a minion, it attacks randomly.
Yes.
So that doesn't say only enemies.
Everything.
And he see both raised deads now, so he's not... So the Sethics aren't... No, there's one more raised dead left. My apologies. Could also be generated as well.
Yeah, I mean, Priest is
this
the
deck
ultimate
just generates
generator.
Everything, yeah.
Runaway Black.
Runaway.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome because it's gonna cost a lot less, so you can just drop it next turn.
Looking for the ETC combo. Actually has a decent battle rage turn here if he wants to play some of these cards out of his hand.
Yeah, I think
Might
that'd
even
be
just
cool.
Shield of... Do you ever just Shield of Honor and... It's a tough decision. This is why the Rage Warrior kind of goes against ETC, I always found, because you want to keep your Bloodsworns for your ETC combo. But then right here, I think a shield of honor with a Bloodsworn looks really good. So
I think so too. I think I've always kind of felt like the ETC combo is definitely like almost just extra in this deck list,
yeah,
right?
it's just another.
Because
Okay, I haven't killed
I don't
you yet.
personally play it in my list,
Boom, 9 damage.
but I
fail.
mean that hits the 5/7. It
Does
didn't.
not.
It is now removed. The minion's now removable, but
A mistake from.
a mistake. The RNG did not go Avi's way.
I mean, this is like, yeah.
Field of Honor.
got
Yeah,
a
I mean that's
Bloodsworn
just
here.
massive. Like,
Yeah.
Your flaws are
And you get to draw 3.
and he just plays a broom here too.
Yep.
You draw 3, play the broom, has Gromosh in hand, like... Yeah. For this matchup not necessarily being Enraged Warrior favored per se, I think against this version of Control Priest, it's favored because of it. Although Hysteria clears the board and also has the chance of leaving... But it has the chance of leaving the minion alive.
What is Elun's will?
It needs to attack the 2/2 first, and then
And gets it.
gets it. Good order.
Good random order.
Yes. Double wave. Wow. Okay. Eventually, Avi, if he knows, he could just potentially he can just guess that there might be some pieces in here he's gonna want to take. Could just drop an Elucia for 1 mana. Like that wouldn't be out of the question, right?
Yeah, at this rate, seeing how much FoSho is drawing through his deck, you could see an Luciana, but the issue is you're giving your opponent a turn with your hand as well.
Yeah.
So
It's just kind of having that dichotomy of
yeah.
do I want to...
I personally don't play Luciana because I don't know when the proper turn to do that is. So
It depends on the deck you're playing against.
absolutely, yeah.
Like,
Ooh,
there's some
kinda.
decks where if you just take their hand, you play all their cards, they literally have nothing. Like, you're not always necessarily concerned about you're not necessarily concerned at that point about your own deck, because whatever happens, especially against this priest, a lot of what this priest wants to do is just generate, and anything generated stays in their hand. So, like, if Avi feels there's a point where he can go in and maybe take some of the show's cards and kind of use up a lot of his resources, he might want to go for it. But I
Yeah.
mean, he just hasn't found the time for it, and I don't blame him at this point.
I think Avi's one thing he's holding that mind render for is ETC. Flat out. Like if he ETCs, if he can control the aggro style of Enrage and then he can ETC.
He can potentially get a combo like himself from it, but I mean that'd be really tough. He'd have to get there's no proper like Penflinger in FoSho's deck.
You would, and he's not really giving anything rush unless he gets the broom out of FoSho's hand. So
yeah, he would just need a way to make the ETC damaged, and then he could, then it could be potentially good. However, yeah,
that is a lot of zero cost cards.
I wonder if, there's a lot of zero cost cards, and there is another Bloodweaver, but Avi is just waiting on it. I wonder if he's just could go in with an Osmani Gift of Luminance turn eventually.
Gonna Grommash. She's gonna go in. Gonna put the pressure on. Seen a lot of renews coming out from Aviously on his side, and getting set to 8. Got a handful of making some dragons. We're gonna pop off.
Yeah, I mean, that's just such a big way. Yeah, this is what this deck wants to do. Just generate, make everything cost nothing.
The issue is that everything already costs nothing.
Yeah, but you're not necessarily generating zero cost cards in themselves. So it allows for very specific amounts of. I mean, so like Alex Draws is going to cost. Like now it's giving
Alex is Alex is what you want to see here.
You take Soul Mirror for sure, and like you just make the really cheap stuff. However, Avi has to kill. Avi, wow, that's huge.
Oh my goodness, bro!
Found the
You
clear.
can't be serious.
He found the clear.
Wow.
He doesn't have Apo, but he gets to clear off the minion.
Yeah.
And then if the Soul Mirror goes to 0, you just play it. He got it.
I don't know if you want. Yeah, he does it.
I think.
Wow, Skeletal at 0 as well. You're gonna Alex.
Yeah, then you have to
back
Alex
up.
yourself play the Sword Eater. Yeah, I mean that's really good.
Silly. What a turn by Aviously.
I mean, he played a lot of extra stuff. I think he got the Sword Eater off. I think he got Alex off. Like
yeah. He got it all. Great APM over Aviously. Wow.
I need 3 hands in order to do that stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just our delay as spectator mode. Like,
I love it.
I mean, it was getting really tight, and then he just kind of popped. Like that happens. That was really, really
now
good play.
The reverse of it.
And now it puts Aviously in the driver's seat.
Yeah, FoSho is really looking. Again, no brawls, no huge removal.
ETC is in hand now. I mean, Avi could steal.
ETC is in hand.
Go for the ETC steal.
I think that's what we see next turn
with the broom, right? With the broom, it's just
the broom you're missing.
But the problem is he has to clear a minion off of his board.
I don't think so. So this is what I'm saying. He's not gonna do it to get the ETC combo. He's just gonna do it to stop it from FoSho. Because at this rate, FoSho has nothing left. If you get the ETC and you drop it, FoSho loses.
Okay,
like he just loses.
Yeah.
You can then play whatever else you want.
I think he would have lethal with it though. All right, well, he's dropping the broom early, so there's no way to trigger
combo anymore.
Yeah, there's no ETC combo and everything dies.
But
you still take the ETC, right? Skeletal, the Luminance.
Well, you play everything you can first.
Yeah. No, you literally like almost dropped your entire hand. Besides that.
Yeah.
Although Rally's gonna be pretty good for FoSho.
And then boom, yeah. There's the ETC, and
yeah,
I'm not seeing how.
I don't see how FoSho
comes back.
Made to fit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, take it all out, play it all.
Yeah, he got as much out as he could. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that this just ends, right? Yeah, Aviously takes it 3-1.
Real good play from that priest
Yeah.
from Obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that Elysian, that's exactly what he wanted to hit. That's exactly what he wanted to do. That was, I see the ETC, I'm going to take it. That was the last out that FoSho had, and he nailed that. And what a huge turn that priest turn. That was some hot APM coming out from Obviously.
All right. Avi is available for an interview. I did just message him. So I don't have him added as a friend on here apparently.
No.
But if one of you has Avi,
I do.
go ahead and get him in here.
Good
Cool.
to go. Give me a sec here.
Cool. He actually just added me, so I will
I got him.
add him.
I got him.
Oh,
Oh, you did?
so-
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Avi. Hello.
My brain hurts.
Your
Yeah.
your APM is
Guys
you need
playing
work.
some-
You need work on the
APM
APM.
priest over here. Wow.
I know. It's
That was
that deck. If you don't think about what you're doing, then you'll throw. But if you think too much about what you're doing, you'll throw too. So,
yeah.
You did great.
Yeah, no,
buddy.
that was
and
some
the other
huge-
thing is, whenever I play a Draconic Studies, I have to wait for every one of the Bloodweaver triggers to go off before I can do anything. So that
Oh
was
my
not
gosh.
that was not helping.
Yeah, no, getting 3-4 discounts per one play was definitely favorable.
Yeah.
Getting the Alex off too. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better minion in Alex and for the Skeletal Dragons
Oh
as well.
yeah, and I needed the broom in order to have the Soul Mirror clear the board too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That turn
that
was
was-
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the insane turn. And
The other
then,
thing was I thought I was dead at the end anyways because I was pretty sure he'd gone Grom face in order to set up ETC combo, but I guess he didn't quite have the damage.
Mhm. He didn't have ETC until after
he
tried
had
class.
just drawn ETC
Gotcha.
the turn that you mind rendered it out of his hand.
I figured he had to
Yeah.
have.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That-
if I took ETC there was no way I could lose. So I was like,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
Got
100%. Yeah, once you control that early game off of that warrior, you snatch the ETC. There's really not much left they have going for him there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really don't think my lineup should be that good into Warrior. Like when he banned it, I was like, oh, that's smart. Maybe I should have banned Warrior. And then I ended up beating it 3 times, so I don't really know.
Yeah, we were kind of expecting a double warrior band as well. But you took out the rogue. Was that just expecting that your warrior was going to be gone too?
I mean, I just banned Rogue because I think Rogue is super busted right now.
It is.
Like every time I play Rogue, I just feel like I can't lose. Like I've had games where I just don't draw one of the weapons,
Right.
and I like have to play like steel dancers for like 1-drops, and I still win because the cards are just that good.
Yeah, they're just that crazy.
It's just like it feels like the whole Rogue deck is just like super power crept. Especially
Yeah.
Nitro Boost Poison.
Nitro
That really
Boost is
put all the
dumb,
weapon
yeah.
synergies over the top.
How is that new kind of corruptible demon hunter feeling for you right now?
Oh, the weapon Demon Hunter feels really strong.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, the Fellsteel Executioner is really nice as a weapon to set up. Like I think just the like tempo bladed lady plays I've been able to make a lot with the deck. Saber's just nice and overstated because it's just super free. And the 2-drop from the new cards feels super busted. I think that's the best new card for the deck, maybe the Fellfire Deadeye.
Yeah, zero mana hero powers are
Oh, yeah.
very, very advantageous.
Yeah, it's so good against. It's really good against all the aggro decks right now because it like gives you really nice clears. It lets you set up just like good turns, or it's just like 1 damage face every turn. And I don't mind that either.
Not at
It
all.
tends to
Yeah.
stick for a while too because it keeps you board control. So yeah.
Yeah, I really like that deck as well.
Yeah, I know it's a good 2-3 body. Talk to us about FoSho's Enrage ETC warrior. We were kind of talking about it a bit. I was kind of the fact that I always feel ETC and the Enrage package work against each other. What do you think about that?
Because you also
I don't
brought the
mind
the
that
deck.
I like it a lot actually. I think it's very strong. I think he just got really unlucky with the draws in that last game at the very least.
Yeah.
I think it has a tough time against the Demon Hunter, and then obviously I kind of nut drew him on the Rogue, and I don't think Warrior ever beats I don't think Warrior beats Rogue when the Rogue nut draws. Pretty much
No,
ever.
yeah. There
Yeah.
was
Because you just can't even get to the Armor Smith turns in time to get enough armor.
Yeah.
Like even if he had it on those last turns, he would have had to do it with like minimal things. I guess if he had double Armor Smith or something, he might have been able to get there, but it's tough. I was thinking that he could have generated Cobalt. I think I screwed up a bit on the last few turns with Rogue, just in like covering my outs. Because if he had Cobalt Sticky Finger off of the Sky Raider, then playing the Doctor was actually a throw. But I think it
Yeah.
might have been right because armor combos were more likely.
Oh.
It was just, I don't know. It was weird. I was trying to think about all my outs and I couldn't do it very well.
So you were
I think I might
planning-
have been supposed to just play Jandis, but that was just weird. It
Mhm.
was hard turns.
Oh yeah, in your Rogue matchup against
Yeah, yeah.
Warrior.
The Rogue against Warrior, like obviously he just kind of didn't have it, but
Yeah.
I don't think I played around him having it very well.
I guess it's the possibility of a generated Sticky Finger off Sky Raider is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's part of it. I don't know if that's that relevant, but I just was trying to think about his outs, and I don't think I did the best job. I think I should have saved the Secret Passage for a turn at least.
I thought there was because I pointed it out. I think if you had done the trade with into the bomb, but then also just hit face and just kind of Cloak of Shadows, I thought like, what does he do to beat you there besides exactly draw?
Yeah, I was just thinking like he needed to draw Armor Smith anyways when I did that, and then I didn't really think about it very well.
But I mean,
there wasn't really any way for him to kill me, so I wanted to save the Cloak of Shadows for another turn in case he had a Sword Eater block. But I think I should have just gotten Jandis out because I think that gave me the best chances of getting through. Plus, I could Secret Passage for lethal the next turn.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
But
yeah, no, definitely. And Jandis, recently buffed with 5 brand new cards.
Yeah,
recently buffed,
including Rustics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Rustics
absolutely.
Envoy, man. You randomly generate the card that generates 3 random primes.
Yeah, this priest deck hurts my head, but I've had times where I've been able to like generate an initiation and then like mass dispel and then initiation my opponent's Rustwicks and then I beat them in fatigue because I have the 3 guys instead of them. There's just really dumb stuff this deck can do, and I feel like I should be winning like a lot more games than I am, but I've been throwing so much on the deck on ladder, so I was kind of worried it was gonna get swept.
It's an absolute challenging game. When I first saw it come out against that, I mean, Zoo Warlock is obviously Zoo Warlock.
That's a horrible matchup for it.
I actually was kind of looking for I've had a good time against Zoo on ladder with the deck because Hysteria is just super broken against Zoo.
You're right.
And then once I have my combo turn, I just win. I don't have to worry about them killing me over the top. But obviously his draw was very good, so I was just not gonna beat that. I don't know if it's probably not actually favored against you, but I have been winning those ones.
The way that you play it, it looked beautifully. Especially like you said, the Hysteria you sniped right off the bat, where he could have carried it away even sooner, and the Hysteria really carried through. But I mean, Ray's Dead's a card, and so is Ebon Lock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
quite the draw.
Yeah. No. Again, congratulations on the 3-1. And thanks for joining us, and thanks for coming on stream. That was some wicked APM priest.
I was just gonna say you can take some aspirin now. You can relax the brain.
Man.
Go get some water, bud.
I had played 2 games of this deck when I submitted it because Lotus Knight just told me it was the nuts, and I took him at his word. And then I was playing it today, and I was really regretting the choice.
Oh no! But it worked out in the match.
It worked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can understand that it's a headache.
This one more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again,
Awesome.
Avi.
GG's
All right.
my friend. We will talk to you later.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you
Have a
too,
great
man.
one.
I always love talking to Avi. He's such a intelligent player when it comes down to Hearthstone.
Oh, yeah.
What he does,
Really
and how he
animated.
explains it. Yeah.
Yeah, really animated, really smart in how he explains things, and seeing things that I don't think you could double my turn length, and I don't think I could even see that priest turn he had.
I didn't think about what the rally would give him.
That's the power of that, right? Too just
Yeah.
absolutely popped off, and with the divine shield, make a copy. Just
Luminance
went
is so
crazy.
good.
Well, from pro we move into hero, and we've got
closed deck list.
Closed deck list. It is last hero standing. So if you win with the deck, I guess I would say if you lose with the deck, it's gone. And if you win with one, you stay on and you keep playing. So you can see just one deck from one player. So we have the Advanced Tactical Lackeys, BrushyTuna coming out of the 3 seed,
Yes.
and the Dark Side of Cthulhu, Durden, coming out in the 3 seed as well.
AKA follow Durden. So when we're
Follow Durden.
Yes.
Adam. So coming out for Brushy, we have Mage, Paladin, Rogue, Warlock, and coming out for Durden, we've got Priest, Rogue, Warlock, and Warrior.
Yeah.
I would assume seeing this Mage, we're probably going to see a Cyclone.
Yes.
Paladin, Brooms.
Yes.
Rogue has been kind of, we've seen like
Rogue
three
has
different
three
rogues
Rogue has
tonight.
3 different decks. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the weapon rogue, probably.
Yeah,
from
I would assume the same, and then Warlocks.
Zoo or Gala.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of zoos, but this is the nice thing about heroes and legacies is you don't know, and you can really bring a surprise deck to really throw your opponent off.
Agreed.
And then warrior again. There's about 7 different warriors that can be played, so it's a difficult decision. We do see Durden Priest.
Yes, Durden.
Are we going to see an APM Priest? Who knows?
I have no clue. There's like probably at least 2. There's 2 priest decks at least. There's Highlander, and then there's the APM priest that Avi brought. There's also still control versions of the deck that don't run it. It'll all depend on these players' comfortability with the new mini set cards.
Absolutely, and I think each of them are probably going to have a few cards sprinkled in there.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the mage, you're going to see that biscuit. Paladins, you'll most likely see the Libram of Gidam. And then rogues, I gotta assume you'll see Nitro Boost.
Yeah, Nitro Boost is just dumb.
Nitro Boost
really
is
good card.
Nitro Boost is silly. It's
dual class too, by the way. I mean, we're going to see it mainly in rogues, but it's also a warrior card.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you ever really want to play it. The only one I could assume you see it in is it would be really good in
Menagerie.
It'd be decent in Menagerie.
Bomb is the really other, maybe Enrage or Bomb.
Yeah, I was thinking Enrage or Bomb, but even Big, if you think about
Big
it.
Warrior. Okay.
Because you can make your
Livewire Lances.
See, I don't even play the Wildlife. I was thinking of the Scythe.
Oh yeah, Scythe. There's different versions of Big.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You can run Scythe, yeah.
Yeah, Slice cleaving for 6 mana or 6 attack is not bad. So just got a little delay here. I think as it is in Hero, it's a little bit of more of a way to ban.
So the ban different. So there's different ways of banning.
Yeah.
Pro players, they see their list, and it's same in Wild. The players are able to ban kind of whenever. Up to the point of the match, and then for Hero and Legacy, our closed deck list, the players will do they will do like bans through screenshots, through Discord. So
just getting their deck lists all sorted out and ready to go. Advanced Tactical Lackeys actually already playing, and Dark Side of the Cthulhu have 3 games played already.
Yes.
So if Tuna gets a big lead here and is able to 3-0 or 3-1, then there's a good chance ATL just takes this. Other than if our boy Saku can do some big things down there.
I gotta win against Matty Ebbs. Is that what you're trying to say?
Matty Ebbs, yeah, Matty Ebbs.
I gotta put on my my big game hunter hat on to.
Heck yeah, you can do it
versus Matty. So we'll see what happens.
Definitely not going to be any bias coming out of Saku here for sure.
No,
he's a great player. I played him quite a few times over the.
Oh yeah, I think he means this match
over the seasons. So.
Oh yeah.
I already know what I'm banning. So
I've also played Matty. I've also played Matty Ebbs this season before, as well as it's a double. You're going double round robin in the regular season in Hero, so we'll see all these teams again.
You see him again, you play him again.
With the bans not in, what do you think these players are banning?
It's difficult to see. I honestly, Durden might just say goodbye, Mage. I don't want to see you. I don't know how difficult to deal with the mage. I guess the warlock and the rogue can burn it down early, so maybe double rogue. I'd feel double rogue.
I think
Yeah.
I think Brushy bans warrior, and I think Durden bans rogue.
The warrior's interesting.
I don't think Brushy wants to. I think that mage has like warrior has just some weird sweep potential depending on the deck. So sometimes you just want to take that out. I mean, I could see double rogue, but I'm also thinking like there's probably warrior decks that can kind of go through all of these decks, especially if the rogue is gone from Brushy or even the paladin potentially. The reason I don't think it's paladin ban is because of the priest and rogue being in the lineup.
I think the paladin's staying up, definitely.
Yeah.
I just see on Brushy's side he doesn't have a good way of dealing with a weapon rogue or a secret rogue. I think Zoo isn't going to go into that because the thing about Zoo is, well, you have to take damage, and if you don't take damage,
I can see double rogue.
They can overtop you so easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
We're gonna
You've talked me into thinking that double rogue is definitely a possible ban.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's talking somebody into something that is probably very wrong.
I mean, I'm just seeing it as a possibility.
Hence his wife
still
is
want to.
pregnant.
I still want to.
Wow. This guy.
I still want to stick with. I still want to stick with the possibility of Brushy going with the warrior ban. But also I wouldn't be surprised if rogue is banned. Like hero is a whole different animal.
Yeah, that's the thing about hero is that you just
yeah.
need to sweep with one deck.
Yeah,
so...
and I didn't play my matchup in the current like mini set. So I don't know how hero plays out in this, and I still have yet to play Legacy.
I honestly think this mage can sweep. I think
it
this
can.
mage
Oh,
is
I
super
think it
strong
can.
to sweep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think you're right for sure. So I think you would want to get rid of the rogue then, right? For the warrior.
They're doing some bans right now. So just
because Durden, because what if it's a bomb warrior?
I mean, if it's a bomb warrior, then it's a bomb warrior, right?
Yeah, and mage, that just gives mage quite a hard time.
It gives him a hard time, but
especially because I think the rogue is gone from Brushy, so like mage, paladin, warlock has to beat bomb warrior, and yeah, the paladin can beat it. So you kind of have to get lucky and hope that the warrior doesn't have to face the paladin for.
You'd have to queue it up too, right? There's a lot more than just burning the deck. There's a lot about counter queuing, thinking what your opponent's gonna.
Queue order matters so much. So
what your opponent's gonna bring, what you should bring out first.
Like Durden can lead priest or warlock in the case of it being a paladin. Like
it's a tough decision. It's a tough decision because there's plus and minuses with leaving decks up, but then if you never have to face that deck, then you're fine. Waiting here for bans. We got them all.
Yeah, we got them
sorted out.
We got them now, so we're
sure.
We have a double R rogue ban going on.
Double rogue. Okay.
There we go.
Koroden called it. Good job, buddy.
So you got one right.
If you want to tell him to go right ahead, Feesh, you may do so.
Sure.
All right. Who we got first there, Saku?
Saku says Durden's first.
Durden.
Durden's our caster and caster-friendly fella.
Follow Durden.
And he is on the bottom of the screen with BrushyTuna being at the top of your screen.
Yep, I have told them they can go.
Did Brushy say nah?
He said dope.
No.
Dope.
No, it's Hearthstone. That's what you can reply back. Sorry, Hearthstone. Brushy.
Brush. Uncle Tuna.
So now we just gotta make sure we get some eyeballs to follow. And
we'll get right in here. This is kind of the point where they're thinking, okay, well, what if I lead out with this? Okay, well, he's leading out. Okay, so I don't have to worry about the warlock. This is the point where you don't know, right?
Durden's only hesitation with leading warrior is paladin, and Brushy doesn't want to lead paladin into priest.
I mean,
or warlock. So let's see what they bring. I mean, it's gonna be super interesting.
I think Brushy comes flying out with a
I
mage,
think the mage comes out,
100%.
right?
There's-
Yeah, I think it's just mage.
I think
Like-
he's got a clean lineup. Other than against the zoo, I think he's in a
Mm-hmm.
clean lineup into this.
Yeah, and we'll see what type of deck Durden's playing.
Whenever our Hearthstone decides to let us know that our friends are playing.
Yes, Hearts. They have not. They have.
Brushy's gets back on.
Yeah. Oh, Durden doesn't
Yes.
have spec on.
I just messaged him.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
It's always one of those things where I do the same thing. I turn my spectator, allow friends to spectate when I'm playing in my matches. Because I got a couple friends, not in the THL or anything, just like to watch Hearthstone be played. And they'll actually just drop in every now and then. And I almost had it where one of them dropped in to spectate during one of my THL matches, and I had to like kick him real fast.
Oh, I've spectated during stuff before, and my friend just even as somebody in the THL community, it's hard to always know. All right, so we see Durden leading with the Warlock, and it looks like a normal control Warlock. There's
that's a ticketus, baby.
there's no Galakron. It's just control. Abyssal, School Spirits, I like it. This deck is favored into Brushy's Paladin. I have to turn Brushy's Spectate on, of course.
Oh, Brushy's got a good hand. Free admission is a really great pickup. Oh,
My favorite, I think my favorite hero for Warlock.
Nazoth.
Yeah.
Zoth.
Yeah,
I
Nazoth
personally
is a solid one.
I
Scares me.
personally picked the level 50 Gul'dan. So I'm running that right now, but
Yeah, it's just his
nice.
deep voice and makes me scared.
Makes me nervous.
yeah, this is a good start here for Brushy.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get a lot of free draws with that blessing, and getting some early chip damage in is always great.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if Durden is debating maybe I don't want to coin here. You could maybe coin free admissions if you're going to coin anything, but definitely I think you just kind of tap and
Yeah, you just tap.
and you can play Dark Skies next turn.
I think he just wants to deny the draw.
Okay, he coined Dark Skies. Yeah, I like it. You deny draw, even though you put a Libram back in, it's not the end of the world. There's no
With your free admission, you've got the tap that you would have missed anyway. There's the enhanced Dreadlord. So I'm still thinking Ticketus here. I love it. I want to see it.
this is Ticketus for sure, yes.
All right.
The Dreadlords are run, Dreadlords are a run, Militia's run, yeah. This deck is one of my favorites in this expansion.
Ooh, we hit double demon. Void Drinker. Nice.
Drinker's really nice, and he can actually just drop the 1/3 here. And
Wow. Drinker next turn is
activate.
silly.
It is.
You have to be aware that the Silas is teched in this deck for the warrior.
Warrior.
Ah, but Durden doesn't have that, and Brushy doesn't, or Durden doesn't have that information, right? So
No, he doesn't know. But
even
we know.
if he's turns away from it, so
Yeah. At this point, you can just kind of set yourself up for you can get closer towards like playing for the Abyssal Summoner potential. I think Minari Mosher here wouldn't be bad at all. You can decide whether you want to trade, but there's also just dropping the big 7/8. Like there isn't, you don't see an answer on board. So yeah, we're just gonna see this get traded potentially into the 4/2. Yes, indeed. Broomstick and Penflinger goes into hand, and now the Broom Paladin will get to start doing some stuff. We see a 6-mana Libram of Judgment in hand.
I don't know if I like that play by Durden. I think dropping a 7/8
Yeah,
is
it's
just
really bad.
absolutely massive. And if you were gonna trade one on board, School Spirit. it leaves you with a 1/1, and it kills the entire board.
I agree.
So I think if you were going the trade route, you're killing you're either going to School Spirit and leave a 1/1, or you're just going to make a big old 7/8.
All right. So Brushy has to get this broom out of hand, right? He's thinking.
I think he wants
He's-
to chuck a
he-
flinger.
I don't know if I like getting rid of a flinger necessarily, because he doesn't want the Shimmerfly to be killed. To the Shimmerfly to be to be giving a card and then a mill. I guess you value broom a lot more for obvious reasons.
Yeah, he's not going to be flingering down flingering. There's one for you.
And now the issue the issue that we can see is that if this Void Drinker comes out, I don't think you play Void Drinker here. I actually might prefer tapping and then School Spirits, just because it clears the board. And with all these one attack cards, Durden probably can read that there's at least a couple of Argent Braggarts and potentially also a Broom. So getting that 7/8 there would just give Brushy a massive board.
Yeah,
but he's
draw.
gonna play it. Okay.
You have to. It's either now or never. If you play it any
Yeah.
later, you're giving them the opportunity to do something. Big Aldor pickup by Brushy, but I think like you said, that Bragger's coming down, and
Double Braggart with a Broom, and that's just so good.
Yeah. You cheated out a 3-mana 7/8. Well, I cheat out a 2-mana 7/8.
Yeah, 4 mana worth 14, 16 worth of stat, and it gets a free trade into the
What a
7/8.
silly trade.
Like this, luckily for Durden, he doesn't it's not he's not gonna lose from it because of having the Twisting Nether, because of having even an Abyssal just to make a big taunt to just to soak some damage, to play the fire. I think the Fire Breather is really good here. It clears most of the minions and puts a 4/3 on the board. You can tap before if you like. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're tapping here no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, just have to get to the turns where you can make the Cascading Disaster Corrupted, and you can be able to deal with these big threats as they come in. Like this deck isn't necessarily quite as good into the Broom Pally as a Galakron Control Warlock is, just because there's no Blade to Flames and everything like that. However, I still think that this play is still fine for Durden. The Libram of Hope is not completely discount. It's not 7 mana, so you don't see a heal play here. Now it's pretty low on cost. And that Libram of Judgment is 4 mana. So yeah, we're just gonna see Brushy making a push.
Oh yeah, Brushy's in pretty much complete control at this rate.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He knows that Durden's a turn away from doing anything. He even knows that even if there's a Cascading in hand, he hasn't played anything to corrupt it. So he knows only one of these is dying.
Yes.
Good thing about the Minari here, he gets a big heal.
This is very, very good. I'm Durden. I just corrupt. I don't. Part of me doesn't want to play the Cascading just because I know how good it is later, but it's also just probably the right play, very honestly.
Allowing Paladin to have a minion on board, especially a high value minion, is just asking to get Libram to the face.
Yeah, but now this happens and there's no way
is he gonna be? He does too. He heals the Minari.
Yeah.
Love me some Brushy BM.
Yeah. And he's going to be able to play the Libram, so he gets an extra ping in. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the Cascading come down, and depending on this next draw,
I mean,
I think that's a Twisting Nether.
I think he just Nether, yeah. Nether is
Nether with a
strong
Strongman following behind it.
Yeah, you can do that for sure. because there's no way that Brushy can generate anything like a devolving. So you just definitely go for the twisting. You can even go a little BM and just say you drew it off the top. Like it also hides information that you have a second one.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean,
So
I
it's definitely fine to just. I think that's what I think. I would have no hesitation after a little bit of consideration, just drop the twisting. However, Durden is probably thinking about potential next turns as well. So, and he's also maybe deciding if he wants to just you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna drop that 6/6 taunt. Because there's no, because like Brushy, because you have to guess that even if there's a Librum of
liberal justice. Yeah, which there is.
that you wouldn't necessarily want to commit that into a 6/6, just a straight up 6/6.
If it allowed you to push some damage, I think possibly, but I think we're just going to see a Silas turn here. He's going to rotate a 1/1 back over and take that 6/6 for himself.
And at this point, the problem at this point for Durden is that he doesn't have Ticketus.
No, and he's using a lot of these.
He doesn't have a corrupted, and he doesn't have a corrupted cascading to bring back if he draws Yashiraj. Whoa.
Unknown card. Fantastic.
Nice. So we both just got fucked.
Does anyone know what that card is?
It's a unknown Ticketus.
Is it?
It is the Ticketus?
I'm just guessing.
I don't know what that is. All right, well,
I'm looking at his list.
Secret card. We don't have a list.
No, I mean I'm like tracker.
Oh,
It doesn't
well,
show on my tracker. So
it doesn't even show in the hand.
did we just get a spec bug or something?
Must.
Possibly.
Wait, but he hovered it and it was 2 mana. So maybe it's a Soul Shear?
It's very strange that Soul Shear doesn't.
Because he hovered it and it showed it as a 2 mana thing. Or maybe he was hovering over his hero power. So yeah. I mean, it could be Envoy, maybe. If it's like a newer card, it could be some problems with that. But, yeah.
We'll see, hopefully.
So he's going to ping it off, and then he's going to be able to clear off of the 5/5 lifesteal. However, it does heal. But Devout Pupil coming down, I mean, soon enough, it's going to be to the point where Durden's going to have to hit the reset button a second time. And it ticketed, like, there still is Militia, Sociologist, which can in fact definitely like get Ticketus discounted. Librum, oh my gosh, this is just so brutal. Like, there is very, very little.
Oh well, there's a Soul Shear, so
it's definitely not a Soul Shear. I don't know what this unknown card is that's bugging for us. We'll have to see if he plays it, and then maybe it'll come out as the actual card.
It's got to be a big one.
It could, yeah. I think my tracker just crashed.
Did it?
Did not like the fact that was an unknown card, and it said, "I'm getting out of here."
Oh yeah, my tracker's still. I have my tracker in no deck mode, so I don't know. It showed showed me the Soul Shear going into deck. Coming out of deck.
So twisting the other here still gets you 5 to the face.
Yeah, I mean it's still like okay though. I think you have to. I know you're taking damage, but
well, you're dead. You're dead. That's all.
Does Brushy actually have a lethal? Like,
with 5 coming back across, you'd have to.
I don't think he. I mean,
5,
does he have enough to trigger it enough?
7.
So that's what heading to. No, it's lethal. He is lethal, right?
Yep. No, it's only 7.
It's just barely not enough.
But he's got it because he can hand and then leave.
With the Librum of No, it's not quite it. No, he does.
Yep.
He gets it.
Yeah, he does. Libram
It was a
wisdom.
wisdom.
Just
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Guy's gotta play.
Brushy's Broom Paladin getting the win against the Warlock. Durden just couldn't find the draws after a while. That was so unfortunate. So now he has to go and deal with the Paladin. I'm gonna assume Durden plays his Priest here, right? Is that what what would you bring out? Because you only have Priest and Warrior left.
Yes, the paladin. You bring the priest.
Yes.
100%, right?
Yeah, you 100% bring the Priest.
That's just the thing you do.
And then Brushy brings out his Mage and hopes that can win.
Oh, well,
Or
let's
he
take
goes-
it one game at a time.
Warlock. If his Warlock is like Galakron or Zoo against a Priest, if it wins,
Whoa, let's take it one game at a time here, Fish. We got to
I
get
am-
past the paladin first, man.
I know I'm scenario's out a little too fast.
Brushy could 3-0 this paladin. We'll never know. We'll never
I know.
know.
I know. Just speculation.
I want to know what card Durden drew. That's all I want to know.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what fancy card that Brushy was allowed to see the whole
Well,
game.
if we play, if Durden wins, we can ask him. Oh, he has corruption cards in here.
Yeah, so could just be Highlander, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think this is Highlander, which is pretty favored into Broom Pally.
I think most priests are.
Um,
Generating silences, locking down big boards.
yeah.
No, it is not. That
Well,
is not Highlander.
Broom Paladin can beat it. Oh no, it's not. Okay, there's multiple
Just-
cards.
Just a Yashiraj.
Corrupting deck. Okay.
Yeah. Really nice
Oh.
to see double insight, but very awkward that you can't really do much with Soul Requiem. Oh,
That's really.
Brushy's
good.
cheating.
that's actually cheating.
Taunting a priest like
Dark
that.
Inquisitor Xanax. Here we go. And a Siamont hand. So
Goodness.
playing the corrupt priest deck. Hand of a doll on top of it.
I like
Bless you.
this.
This
Oh my
man
god.
has
Corruption
a family.
priest. Oh, this is such an interesting deck.
Yeah.
Brushy, this man had a
I mean,
family.
He
Brushy
did.
just has a curve.
Oh,
like-
he's curving to the
Like
he's
this I feel like no matter like
oh baby. Horrendous growth.
this is like if I'm bringing a deck, if I'm bringing like a deck like this, man, I feel like this is a deck I would bring.
I'm
Like,
loving the spice from Durden here.
If my team gave me free reign to bring what I want, I would bring this type of deck.
Yeah, I'm loving the spice.
I don't usually get this type of free reign to bring. I don't usually get to bring like decks like this. Obviously, like Durden must have some experience with this deck and really like it. Like
I
I
I
assume
don't
he's been
think
playing.
I don't think he's just bringing a deck to bring a deck to meme with
No.
it. He's obviously has some solid gameplay on this. So Hysteria pickup is really big.
Yeah, it's actually would work in this situation too.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
exactly
Double
what you
poke.
want to see.
Yeah, double poke and you're done.
Yeah, this gives Durden the time to keep the game level when Brushy was really running away with it. We
Also
are
give
most
Brushy
likely going to
first.
see. You might even see the Libram of Justice come out next turn just to start pressuring. I don't even think you want the lifesteal at this rate, but there's not really anything better we can do.
Pupil costs 5. Could
Cost
see the
5,
Libram
but
of-
I think you just want to start jacking them up.
Libram of Gita.
Ooh, although that Libram pickup kind of changes things quite a bit.
Yeah, Penflinger can start coming out and stuff like that for sure. But Brushy's just gonna opt for the Libram.
Start jacking
He
them up.
knows he has to get at this deck. Oh wow. I think
Yeah.
you just go with the High Inquisitor. Maybe you just drop a 4/4. Honestly, right?
No. No way. No way.
Yeah.
Hold on to that bad boy. What are you doing? No.
He needs board presence right
I
now.
want him to be horrendously more
I know
grown.
you do, but just getting him out there, and if it's any of these 2 minions live, it's Apotheosis. Like you can play Auspicious with Apotheosis. You can play Skeletal. You see it. There's a lot of good ways that Durden can just retake the board here. We do see Silas in deck, so I kind of like that he did it. Or Silas in hand, so I kind of like that Durden didn't make a massive minion that could get taken by. It could get potentially Silas in a bit, but I want to see maybe potential for Siamat here. Or with the pickup of the Holy Nova, I still don't think that changes much for what I would want to do. Maybe you could go like,
You could dig it for Auspicious. You could just get
yeah,
a 7-mana minion. Tiamat's good, but you're if you rush him in and rush Wind Fury, he's just dead. So that feels kind of bad.
I think you just kind of want to get rid of the minion, right? I don't know. So we'll see what Durden wants to do. He's mousing over a couple of options: Auspicious and the Siamat and the Skeletal. Opts for the Siamat. Let's see what type of Siamat he takes. Rush, Divine Shield, I guess at that point, right?
Oh, Wind
no,
Fury. You're playing the Siamat to clear the board,
right?
right? So
Yeah,
this leaves you with the 4/4 on board rather than leaving you with a 6/6, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
no, you don't want to. I mean, there's a world in which he would just take this. He would just take the 4/4 with his minion. Oh, there's a Libram of hope, but
big hope.
Okay. Yeah, you
It's an awkward turns now. I think you want Auspicious to see what you get. There's really nothing better you can do in this turn.
Yeah, you
Soul Mirror is just.
don't want a Soul Mirror.
You want a Soul Mirror when they have a board of stuff, so you can also get stuff.
Mm-hmm. But you also
That's
don't want
the
to.
best way I can
Soul
say
Mirror
it.
with a Divine Shield taunt.
No,
because then it just gets silenced, and you just kind of are in a horrible spot.
yeah, and Durden knows that the Silas.
We're gonna go for Skelly Dragon.
Oof, this could also get silenced. But
I mean, yeah, I think no matter, I think it would be really like, I think there's a high potential we could see a first day of school with a Silas and just give them the worst 1-drop you get. But we're gonna see the Skeletal.
yeah,
We'll see what gets drawn from the Skeletal that's generated. It turns into a Rottenness Drake.
does not activate.
If he waits if that thing manages to live, which I don't think it's living, honestly, but if it managed to do something like live,
He's
could
two turns away.
you could get a second dragon.
Interesting, he doesn't just greed the Silas here.
Um,
Was he thinking maybe give him the Pen Flinger? Ah, Braggart.
Braggart.
An 8/9. An 8/9 is spicy.
Wow, yeah, that's massive. And he draws. Yeah, Brushy is playing this so well. 3-seed in Hero and 4-seed in Legacy, by the way. Brushy's such a good player. Obviously, Durden's a very good player as well. But Brushy taking his time and just thinking through his plays and doing a great job with it, honestly.
Well, pow.
Yeah, he might consider just hero powering. Oh no, he's actually gonna go for the hand with all play. Okay. And
That is an 8/11 or a 10/11 that will survive.
yes, that is. But I think you just Soul Mirror Auspicious.
So this is going to draw yourself a card as well.
And if it draws something like, if it draws Penance, then you're really happy here.
Yeah, penance. Yeah, anything that really removes. Do you auspicious first and see what you get?
I don't think ordering matters that much, does it?
7-drop? Not too sure. Oh, it drew. Oh, it drew Brushia card.
Yes. Yes, because the blessing.
Oh.
Yes, because the blessing of wisdom is from Brushy. It's not from Durden.
I figured if he took. Oh, that's a little interaction.
Wow, dude, that was so.
Hey.
It mills the prime.
Turns the.
I mean, Brushy just has
Wow.
an easy way to deal with this. He just plays Penflinger and Libram of Justice.
Wow.
BrushyTuna answer.
Yeah, that is
And
right. But I mean, I think like he's gonna go for that. It's just the best play in my opinion.
Do you get rid
What
of
has
this
what's been
depth
corrupted?
charge?
So he gets another. So he'll get growth. He'll get auspicious spirits. He'll get I don't think he gets an insight back.
no,
He gets a
he played them
strong.
too
So he is just gonna Silas over. He's gonna Silas that back over.
Good thing that hero power can now attack minions. Penance. Yeah, I think we're only getting back auspicious growth and
Strongman.
strongman. Yeah,
So
feels not good.
I think
What is a loon's will?
I mean, if I am Durden, how concerned am I about this board? Knowing what Brushy could have in his deck still as Broom Paladin. If I'm not like if I still think that I'm fine, I can just Yashiraj here.
Wonder.
But there's also plays like Apotheosis plus Penance. There's you can do that and then you can Rottenness, but I kind of don't mind his play here. He's not gonna play the growth right. I think you want him now to let the growth get bigger. But you definitely want the auspicious spirit. He gets Stormwind Champion. That Stormwind Champion's big. I think now we see the Libram of Justice. Because-
Yeah. But you're
Like,
gonna start flinging some pens
fling
before you
face.
do.
You fling your face. Yes, you go fling your face. Libram of Justice. And let's see what Brushy does from here. The minions do have 2 health, but you just ping the 6-1. And now, if I'm Brushy, do I get my Libram back first and attack the 5/5, or do I take the face damage on that and trade the 5/5 into the 10/1?
Oh, I take the face damage.
Yeah, he's gonna opt. I think opting for face damage is the more correct line. I don't think either is that bad, because at worst you're trading maybe into a 1/1 instead with your face.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we just don't have much of an idea what's in Durden's deck. Oh, Pearl Tusk. I like it.
Holy Nova is pretty good with the Pearl Tusk pickup there.
Mhm.
I can actually Apotheosis on top of that as well
You just
to gain
heal.
a huge amount of healing.
I wonder.
So interesting to see what he chooses to go for here.
Now, maybe would you have traded the 1/1 to pop the bubble first?
Yes, that would have been a better play, definitely.
Yeah, just. No.
Yeah.
He's back to 26. So the 1/1 is just gonna sit there. You can potentially trade, but there's no real reason to. Honestly.
There's not really a reason. It's kind of unfortunate that he didn't poke into the Divine Shield, but at the same, I think this one is negligible. Whatever you do with it is, I think, completely fine.
Yeah.
I wonder if Durden has any other Skeletals or even a Mirazon or something to activate this Rottenness Drake. I wonder if that's why he's holding on to it for so long.
Mhm.
Gonna give him some more healing. Get that Libram back in hand.
That's quite fine because
This is about 6 there.
I think keeping the taunt alive's really good. But yeah, you're right. He probably could have just. Yeah, I don't think it mattered too much because because you heal 4, but he just is able to deal 4 with the minion anyways. Opted to not go with any penflinger movement for extra damage. Now he's gonna play a big old horrendous growth and heal. Okay.
Yeah, that's a 7/7.
It just gets dealt with though.
Oh my goodness, Lady Liadrin is just a heartbreaker.
So, it's all gonna be deciding on when Brushy wants to use Liadrin. I think
he's got all the time in the world.
I think that the Braggart being a 7/4 is really big, especially with the Penflinger and just attacking and then using the Libram.
Yeah, but he could have Libram first though, and actually just made this Braggart even like a 7/5, right?
Yeah, potentially.
So a little bit of a miscue there.
I mean, it's health, but I mean, we can look in the hand of Durden and realize that it's probably
they're
not
both
living
dead.
anyways. Now they're both big enough where they could both be worded or shadow word death. However, I mean, I think Liadrin should just come down the next turn then.
Yeah, you see these double deaths. Liadrin's coming out.
Yep, and Durden's emptying his hand. I mean, Brushy with so much left in the tank. Durden on top decks right now. This looks bad. Liadrin can come down and just give a decent chunk of things. However, it's not like required to play Liadrin right here. Because I think Brushy's gonna want to empty his hand more before he does it.
There's gonna be a lot of these cards are gonna be sitting in his hand forever anyway.
Yeah, like depth charge.
It's never being played.
It's never getting played.
No. Libram of Justice.
The only reason to do that is if there was some way that Durden cleared. But I mean, at this point, he's just healing every turn. Like he.
Oh, that feels bad.
Really?
I think he's just kind of at that point. I don't know what else he could have. He's already Yashirajed.
Is there
ticket?
Maybe he has something like
maybe he has Cthulhu.
No, there's no Cthulhu.
I can't imagine what else really could be clowns in the deck, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, clown would be a logical top
deck. But really, you're only getting 4/4.
Maybe there's a Yogg.
Yeah, no, that's what I assumed earlier.
I mean, right now, like that's just so much extra stuff, including another Libram of Hope. I'm gonna guess, right? Or is there no hope? There's no Libram of Hope in the bunch.
Oh, didn't get the Libram of Hope on that one actually.
It's really weird. I guess it's just the amount of order it's played, and there was enough.
Oh yeah, he was playing hands and Librams from pretty much turn 1. So that's a single Libram that came out.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that saves Durden is a Plague of Death, which would
Plague of Death would be massive here.
It wouldn't win the game. Claw Machine, okay. I mean, I guess Claw Machine's pretty good here.
But I mean, save you for a turn.
He still just has lethal from hand, and just gets I mean, healing. It's just not enough. Brushy's gonna win this one with just a single Penflinger and double Hand of a Doll, but he's gonna play the Libram of Judgment and just play, his minimal.
Oh yeah, just wants to get the game over.
Yep.
No need to go crazy with the Penflinger there.
Yep. So Brushy takes a 2-0 lead, and Brew Paladin looking primed to sweep. Gonna have to go up against Durden's Warrior Last, which. Brew Paladin tends to be favored into a lot of different warriors. Really, ETC is like maybe the only version that gives Broom Paladin much of, if any, trouble.
Yeah, if it's I think that doesn't tell us much from Durden's hands, but okay, so mercenary could
There's some
definitely tell us
information.
ETC of some sort.
ETC or Enrage.
Could be Enrage ETC for all we know.
Yeah, but this definitely tells us it's not bomb
Yes, yeah,
or big.
for
So,
sure not mill or
yes.
for bomb.
This could be. I mean, these are all run in like 3 different lists, 3 or 4 different lists. So we'll see as we go along what type of deck this actually is. Either way, it's
Enrage.
pretty okay here for the Brute Paladin. Besides an ETC and perhaps or like maybe a Silas would maybe give this deck some troubles, but otherwise, I think it's pretty okay. Pretty okay here for Brushy.
Man, it's so funny that you still can't really tell what warrior this is. It's leaning towards the Enrage because of the War Mauls, but sometimes War Mauls are just good early game.
Yeah, I'm inclined to think that this is now.
If this is an Enrage, I see a coin War Maul right here.
Yeah, it's
All right, yeah. And we got an Ankar on 3, so yeah. Does he want a 1/9 of his own? No. All right.
I mean, just Ankar. You can decide whether you want to trade the one. You might want to trade the one mana minion, the one attack minion in there, and you just go 2 face. It's it's just more damage into the face versus taking 3.
You could also hit it just to activate battle rages if you ever top deck them.
True,
You get 2 draws.
You're right. Yeah. I don't think Broom Paladin's all that concerned with battle rages. And not activating them. But yeah, I can definitely see your point there.
Yeah, I just think if this minion survives, Brushy's just gonna
Really?
actually opting for a mercenary. So this makes me feel like it's more of an Enrage than as an ETC.
Okay, yeah, no, this is just probably a normal Enrage with no ETC then? This deck, I mean, can definitely fare okay into Broom, but Broom is just still favored into it in general. Like once you get to big taunts, if Brushy doesn't get his taunts and stuff, then yeah, this will be pretty fine.
Yeah, the longer this game goes, the worse it is for Durden.
But this Ankar at this point is very tailored now. It's very it's already like a tutor card because it pulls out only pirates, but now the targets are only skippers at this point. So I really want to see this Ankar. Yeah, Ankar, trade, and then 4 face. Yeah. Like the downside, like Select's Pride is just so good in this deck.
Drawing for 2 for free is absolutely insane, especially when one of those guys you draw is typically a overstated 2-mana 4/4 or something like that.
Yes. But this hand for Durden is really nice. He has stall and he has a lot of damage. These 4 Sword Eaters or 3 Sword Eaters are pretty big. This is going to be a 2/9 when dropped if he goes with the Braggart.
Yeah, but those Sword Eaters are actually just going to hang in hand as well because
but
you're going to need to swing with your other weapons before you want to play them.
Yes.
Gonna see Broom here just to clear up some of this board.
Okay, I respect it. There's the Armor Smith. Next turn we do have a potential Risky Skipper Armor Smith turn, but I think for now I'd just like to see you can swing the Ankar first into something.
Yeah.
Face. Then you get your draw, and then you can play your Sword Eater.
I wonder.
Also a possibility to just go Cutting Class and see what you get.
I might see Cutting Class just because you're gonna start wanting, because if this is truly Enrage Warrior, Durden has
He
no
needs
time to waste. He
he
needs to get Shield of Honors. He needs to get things popping off. Blood Boil would be crazy good on this.
Oil would be playable, right?
5 or 7 minus 4 is 3. No, it wouldn't.
Oh, okay, it'd be very close to playable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna chill.
Mm-hmm.
The Silas pickup there for Brushy actually hasn't discounted any of his Librams this game, which
Yeah, it's been a bit of a slower game.
kind of rough because that's obviously what you want to see. We're going to see a Libram of Justice come out here, able to clear the board. And Durden's back to square one.
But can gain a lot of armor this turn if he likes.
Reaper Scythe.
Yeah, that's definitely key trait, a key giveaway if the stuff wasn't already drawn that it was Enrage. Let's see.
What now?
Would there be a possibility that we just get one? No, you don't. I guess you don't swing the weapon at that point. Then
You kill this 2/2 and see what your cunning class gets you, or draw first. Draw
Yeah,
first and see
I
what you
think drawing
get.
first is always wise. Unless you have to make hand size.
There's a Corcoran. Hey, another cutting
The
class.
second cutting class is also good. I don't see a reason to pretty much not cutting class.
It overdraws you, and unless you draw another 2-drop, then you're forced on playing an Armor Smith or overdrawing.
True.
Or playing one of your skippers.
You're right. You're definitely right. Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, I think the Sword Eaters. Yeah, he's gonna opt his value out. I don't mind this. I know you want to get your attack value in and just like get your weapon value, but in general, I just think that the way that Durden survives this is by making sure he doesn't just like take all this like 4 damage and all this stuff. But Brushy has just gotten tech flingers and everything he kind of really wants throughout the games. And we didn't. I mean, this deck usually does an owl.
So Brushy actually missing 1 damage there. Didn't realize that when he Librams his Argent, he gains an attack and threw one of those flings into the Sword Eater by mistake. So given Durden knows that he messed up a little bit there. Durden's gonna start going mercenary here and try and do something with his Bomb Wrangler, which I don't know if I agree with.
I don't like. I kind of just want to see an Armor Smith here instead.
Yeah, because
no armor from this, and he's used a skipper. And I know the second one's there. But
big
that was a big bomb for sure.
That absolutely pays off. There is still a huge board here too, so the first class is wildly.
This is just really pretty good for Brushy, like, because he can just kind of deal with. He has good ways to deal with the board. Essentially, he can play minions. He can rush them in. Like, you just rush into the 1/1 and the 2/1. I mean, the bombs are there.
Yeah, that's the most damage you can take.
Okay. I mean, pretty fortunate. The cutting class, I'm pretty sure, is a dead card now, unless there's a second Reaper Scythe.
Corsair's Cash.
Yeah, Corsair is dead because of Vanguard.
Yeah, it depends on what he plays. I mean, usually you'll see 3 weapons coming out of any warrior build nowadays, but
Right.
another one to the face.
Wow, that is a dud of a hit.
See where this
Wow.
one goes?
He
Hey,
all right.
Gets the clear.
Gets the clear of the big minion at least. The one's still there. The 1 damage you would have liked to seen either go into that minion or be a 4 damage or whatever he needed to get past the other minion.
There's the inner
Draws
rage
in
and the
range,
shield of
draws a
honor.
Shield of Honor. Okay. If I'm Durden, I might just settle for another Sword Eater here.
Yeah, swing first and sword eater down.
Hero power.
So getting closer to the combo.
Brushy's gonna play his minion. Brushy's probably just gonna heal here.
Yes.
And it does corrupt his weapon. The weapon draw was so clutch because it just gets instantly corrupted. If that was a mercenary instead of a bomb wrangler, this would be so big for Durden, but it's not. I mean, he is he is like 1 damage off killing that cleanly. Unless he plays.
I don't know. You using a lot of your combo here just feels really
Yeah,
awful.
I assume he's Gromosh, right? You would think he also has Gromosh potential, so
Yeah, but you're using a lot of your stuff.
So he's just gonna go for Risky Skipper, Bomb Wrangler, Armorsmith.
No, he's using a Korokron.
Korokron.
He's gonna, I think, save the inner rage and shield it.
Potentially, yeah. That's fine.
Well, that's a clean kill if he does that.
It is.
It pops the shield, puts it to 7.
I feel like Bomb Wrangler first if you're gonna do it because you want to get the bomb damage trigger.
Yeah, and then he's gonna shield. He's gonna fire the Korokron in. Yeah, that's an unfortunate bomb. Oh, he does take the damage.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you die for it?
I mean, double Penflinger in hand. Oh, and the Eldor True Seeker.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, Brushy missed Leaf Flush.
No. The weapon was only 7. The weapon was only.
He's at 7. That's Penflinger weapon.
Damn, no, the weapon costed 7.
Oh, right. The weapon cost 7. Yeah, no, he had 10 mana.
He had 10 mana. Brushy.
Yeah, no. I know I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
No, I mean, I also saw the lethal. It's okay. Brushy will get there, though.
Reporting for duty.
Although if he doesn't, like...
I don't see how. Battle Rage.
That's Battle Rage.
Draws a lot of cards.
Does.
Yeah.
Like, Battle Rage can give outs. Grom can be played off of a Battle Rage.
I guess.
Brute.
Bloodsworn?
I mean, the Brute's fine here, right? Just make sure you attack sure you attack your Bomb Wrangler in first.
It doesn't matter. Same amount of damage on the board.
Or you can maybe just attack the... Oh, he's going to go for some armor gain here. I mean, Brushy probably just still gets there.
Yeah, Brushy's in a pretty commanding position regardless of what happened there.
Oh, that had to hit the minion. Because, I mean, how does he now get through it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Blood Boil Inner Rage.
Blood Boil, yeah, Brute Inner Rage. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Or just Boil
He's gonna
Hit.
have to go for that play. Now he's got to I mean, I would also get that Sky Raider out in case you get a Sticky Finger. Sticky Finger? No, it's a Henchman.
The other.
Henchman cannot find a way to remove the weapon. Brushy's playing it cautiously, honestly.
Ooh,
he doesn't want to play the weapon yet for some reason. I think he's afraid of a potential mercenary, so he's gonna get rid of it. This is fine. Because there's just no... Just
Yeah,
because
he's already seen second skipper, so he doesn't really care what happens with this armor smith.
I think
At
you go for
maximum, you're gaining
see,
4 mana.
yeah.
So
He goes. So I think you have to. Well, I think Hench Clans, just in case you find something like a death, it can remove the 8/8.
yeah, death, silence, anything like that,
Yeah.
allowing to push through.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe you could trade the bomb in first potentially,
Yeah, I see where bomb hits, but
and bomb would also
you know
discount
what
the
Hedge Clan
Blizzard.
Nagram's Slam
Blizzard.
is
Blizzard freezes the board. No, you gotta attack first.
yeah misses
Gotta
the
attack first. You
2
drop
damage.
Then, he'll still deal damage to it, and maybe he'll get a lot out of it. 3 to fade. I mean, that's really nice and all. It still looks it's still pretty bad spot. But now the brute will be able to get through with some decent play here. But and Brushy will probably just remove the 4/3 here, right?
Oh
Nope.
no, he's taking it. He doesn't want any more armor gain.
Not the armor smith. Okay.
Yeah, he needs to close this game out, or he just says, "I have 15 damage, and you have 15 health."
Clears that because he can chip out the armor pretty easily here.
Yeah, it does have the Liadrin in hand still.
Yeah.
A
He's gonna
and an easel.
Probably here. All right, he's got some other minions out there on the board.
Yeah, just trying to spread his options.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he sees a brute, he knows that the brute has to go into that. He knows the brute has to trade if that happens. So
it just creates an awkward situation. I think you can go for the challenger here probably as well. You just trade and you play the brute after it because you'll have enough mana still. Even though it'll be 7, you can still play it.
Well, you could warm all one of the. You could warm all the. You could warm all the 2/3, and then it goes down to 5.
Yeah.
Then
you can still clear you can still brute clear.
This is Brushy's hardest third game to win.
Yeah. He lost it himself though. He threw his own game. He had it, and he just chucked her out the window.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a 5, exactly enough to play.
And the armor is just so annoying.
It's very annoying, but like you said,
they're almost
Brushy...
now almost equal. They're like almost equal in effective health, even though. But I mean, this Liadrin's just. He has to get more out of hand, I think, for this Liadrin, right? Like
no, you're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck in the hand. I mean, he's gonna play another Libram.
He has so many Librams of Wisdoms played that like the hope might not come back at this point.
I don't think he cares about the hope. He has 10 healing on his weapon, right?
He gets it anyway.
Yeah, it just gets it anyway.
That's right. He played both of them pretty early. I forget that his ordering was different for his Librams.
Yeah, he did not. He Libram of Hope on turn 9 for full 9 mana. So,
this is why this is Broom Paladin just eventually just making it happen against Enraged Warrior, where Durden just doesn't have. He has 5 cards left in deck, and I don't think that's enough.
Unfortunately for Durden, he didn't really get off to the flying start that he needed to.
He can clear here.
You can, but
it doesn't matter. I mean, it just
your Warmaul dies.
He has to see that it's a potential clear. Like,
oh yeah, I think he knows there's a clear there. It's just unfortunate. Reaper Scythe, you have to take the damage that you're kind of trying to avoid.
Yeah, but he has armor.
Slowly getting whittled down, though.
Yeah, I mean the whittling down is happening. You're right. But it does force Brushy to overdraw.
At this rate, that's
I mean that was the best
completely
possible
fine.
mill. That was the best possible mill in the deck. Like
Yeah.
he can just take the damage and then he heals and then he can even play another.
Did he not have lethal again? Oh, he
I
wants
don't-
to go for the hope. Okay.
I don't see where the lethal was. Potential.
Penflinger put 5 to face. He sits at 9. No, not enough. Not enough mana.
Yes. But now Durden has nothing left. No blade dances.
Oh.
Or sorry, no blade storms.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brushy with a big.
Brushy takes the 3-0 victory over Durden.
Mhm.
Like I said, sometimes you just see one deck.
Yeah, I mean Brushy's Broom Paladin. That deck is sneaky good at just beating decks even it's not supposed to beat.
Oh, I think with the inclusion of the Libram of Gidam is even it just makes everything better. I don't even think it matters if you get the lifesteal on it unless you absolutely need it. You just completely close games out with smashing your opponent for 15.
All right, Brushy's down for an interview, so so Saku can go ahead and get him in here whenever he wants.
Yeah, just because "Hey Loser" seems to be ringing in my damn brain. That's what I called him. Was "Hey Loser" interview.
Oh man, yeah, that card.
I hope I'd be happy when that gets rotated out.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be for a while.
Hey, he's in.
Yeah, he's just got it.
He's in the group. Is he in the chat?
He hasn't joined yet, but he has been added. Right.
Maybe he doesn't want to talk to us.
Well, hello
Hey,
You miss Liesel.
there. What's up?
You had a lethal opportunity that you missed in the last game, but that doesn't matter because you got it done. Yeah.
I'm currently at work and playing on my work computer, so I really wasn't like adding up math. I was just like going with the flow. It was just like I'm gonna win this game. I'm not even gonna check for lethal.
It was
Yeah, you had like double Penflinger weapon when he was on 7 health at one point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but hey,
I
man.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Durden played
good.
well. Durden played well.
Yeah, Durden did play well. He hung in there in that last one really well. In all of them, he had like chances to keep potentially clawing.
Yeah, the Enraged Warrior versus Broom Pally matchup usually goes like an hour long, and it's just like, do I miss my taunts or not?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing there is that he just got clogged up. He couldn't get off to an early start in that enrage at all. He found nothing to boost him. He actually had double Warmaws out and just couldn't find any Shield of Honors, anything to really steamroll. And the longer that match goes, the more favored the Paladin becomes. So
yeah, absolutely. Especially when he's already used one Enrage, one Shield of Honor, so like his burst potential just kept getting lower and lower. So it just kept looking worse and worse for each turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, absolutely. How did you feel with the Paladin and the new inclusion of the Libram of Gidam? How does that feel now?
That card is really good. I mean, I was always like somewhat like skeptical of Hammer of the Naru. I was like, sure, you get a 6/6 body with it, but this one just fits in so well. I mean, I think the lowest I ever got it was 4 mana, but even still, like a 4 mana 5/3 lifesteal weapon sometimes is just absolutely absurd in the deck. It just gives you that extra just punch power. That's why we call it Libram of Gidam.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Oh yeah, Libram of Gidam. You don't even need the lifesteal from it, eh? It's just
Right.
It's just 15 damage to face.
Yeah, in some matchups the lifesteal is very relevant. You know, like all their aggro matchups, the Paladin Mirror and stuff like that, where it can be huge. But yeah, probably like 70% of the games the lifesteal does not matter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, there were some fantastic games. Were you surprised at his Warlock bring not being Zoo?
Yes, actually, I did think he was going to be Zoo, and then I thought he was one version of Control Warlock type deal, and then he dropped like Void Drinkers and stuff on me, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the
What I was like, "What am I playing again?"
And then double Argent Braggart to get yourself some 7/8. Not too shabby.
Nah,
yeah.
not at all.
That
I'll take some 2-mana 7/8. Yeah, this seems
I felt
reasonable.
horrible.
seems good.
I felt horrible for him when you did that because I was just like, I saw it because I saw it before. I was like, oh man, he plays this thing now. Like it's just gonna become 2 7/8s and like it's gonna be brutal.
Yep.
And
Then I
yeah,
got room to trade off and just keep mine around and get rid of his.
Yep. He got like an 8. He got like 2 8/9s and
Yep.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's a big 3-0 for your team. Giving you a huge leg up over.
That seals the week.
So that's going to come down to Matty Ebbs and your boy Saku right now coming in.
That should just seal it with double.
No, it's
sweeps.
done. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, it's done
Is
now,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets
because
you
that puts
4
us up
points to
8
12.
6.
Yeah.
Or 12 to 6. So
It's a fork thing, but Durden did his best. He brought some cool decks.
What I was gonna ask what you thought about that priest deck as you were seeing it come out.
yeah, I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, it was a corruption priest. I kind of liked it.
I did too, but I don't know if you should go full in on the corruption package though. Like I think if you play that legendary, I think you just play like Highlander priest with the corruption cards.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it.
Yeah. That's what I thought at first when I saw the first insight. I was like, all right, so this is like either that one priest deck that reduces everything in your hand to 0, or this is Highlander. And then he played the second insight next turn, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm playing against anymore.
Nice. Yeah.
But it was cool. It was a cool deck. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the best version yet, but it was definitely cool. So
Yeah,
I liked
definitely had some good swing turns there with the Yashraj stuff, but it's going to take some, and it did not help that he had to insight not corrupted both times. So
yeah,
it feels bad.
I feel like in that deck it doesn't matter as much because you're legendary, right? Like it practically like casts insight for you anyways.
Exactly.
But it also didn't line up for him well that I had like double Libra of Justice and a Lord Barov like for most of the game. So it's just like no matter how big he made his stuff, I was just always gonna have an answer to it.
Yeah,
you're always taking that down.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, Brushy. And congratulations again, my man. Big 3-0, sealing the victory for your team this week and getting some hot points.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime I can beat a Donde team is great.
Hey.
Man.
Awesome. Well, have a good night at work, my friend, and congratulations again.
Thanks, y'all. Y'all have a great one.
Yeah, you too.
You too, buddy.
Congrats, Brush.
See ya.
Thanks. See ya.
See ya. They're really going to kick his butt out. Watch. Boom.
Really good kick is really a kata.
All right. Well, that pretty much wraps it up there for tonight's stuff. I just got to double check to see what's coming up for Schoolstone and
I know Schoolstone.
Well, if you know stuff, let me
fire
see.
it out, bud.
What's scheduling? Okay, so Saturday it looks like we got 3:00. We got Wild Series Brown Conference with Memnarch from Hey Loser versus Mr. Python from Bash Brothers 2, Electric Boogaloo, and then at 4:00 Eastern we have a Legacy Series Red Conference with Ariana 20 versus from Sir Finley Squires versus Dabs from Murgle Reborn.
That's gonna be me and Marty on that cast.
Really cool.
Yes.
So that'd be awesome. Sunday is got a few attempted stuff, but nothing's confirmed yet. So if there's anything going on, that Sunday there'll be Sunday School Zone will be announced at that time. But Sunday Showdown, we got 8 p.m. a Wild Series Brown Conference match with MTG Squirrel from Manoyo team versus Wildcard from Ghosts of Fellscream. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Hero Series Teal Conference with Kel from Ask HS versus THL Loomer. Transfer students. Yeah, captains. The two captains going at it. So that should be pretty cool.
An absolute weekend filled with Hearthstone.
Yeah,
Exactly.
They get played, and I get to hear about it after in our league voice chat.
So yeah, and then we did a draw where somebody that Koroden knows named Nads won.
Yeah, my buddy my buddy Nads 264.
Yeah.
Actually, Soccer, he just lives around the corner from us, bud.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, he just lives up by us here, like 5 minutes away from us in Farnham Gate there. So
Oh, nice.
Shout out to my dudes there, Nads. Thanks for dropping by and supporting us as always. Thanks to everyone joining in tonight. It has been a blast. Some really solid 3 games. We had a game 5. We had a really close APM priest on Aviously, and then we had BrushyTuna taking a hot 3-0. So, yeah, we pretty much had the whole the breakfast, lunch, and dinner tonight. So I'm absolutely satisfied.
Sweet. So yeah, that about wraps up our little song and dance here, and can't wait for the weekend to kick in and see how these new cards are gonna affect the meta again. So, so with that, thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks for Koroden and Doctorfeesh for casting a wonderful match, and we will see you later.
See you in the next one.
See ya.
Who am I? 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 None of your business. None of your business.